Come on. Come on, Trick.
He said dick wrong.
Oh, yeah. Did I?
You gonna hit?
What?
Oh, hey. Hello. Caught me off guard here.
Bye, John.
Hey, we are tWoTcast episode 462.
Check.
No, he doesn't know. Okay.
All right, everyone, shut the f*** up. Let's ready to record.
We like to start every show by yelling, "We are tWoTcast." Can you do that with me? On the count of 1, 2, 3, go. We are tWoTcast. Now we can start.
The Wheel of Time Reread Podcast. Explicit and R. Freaking rated. Jono's the wild card. Always talking shit. Joe's the straight man. He's a total dick. Tom is still obsessed with X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
We are
You're viewing tWoTcast, the Wheel of Time Reread podcast. With me, as always, is Jono, who is currently... I don't know, he had his camera off a second ago. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is right now.
He said he needed a minute. His cat vomited.
Oh.
Jono!
And Taffy.
That was pretty good.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me.
Hey, Taff.
Hi.
And I'm Joe, and my actual brother, Tom, is here too. Hey, Tommy.
So your math.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Tom, I missed you.
Riding in a golf cart fatly was so funny.
It was like something that you would write, Tom. Something you'd put on MySpace.
It's just like that's how you boil down someone's essence is riding in a golf cart fatly.
It's the best thing I've read.
Oh my god, I
Currently,
couldn't
this
get
week or
over it.
so.
I just saw it like yesterday and I was like, wow, that's just
Yeah.
that's poetry.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, I love it.
I have the whole thing. I can send it if you want to post it and read it so Tom can read it.
No, I'm not going to read it out loud.
We'll make Jono read it when he comes back.
John can read
he'll
it
do
as
it more
if
dramatic.
it were a Bukowski quote.
Joyce Carol Oates is just coming out of the
Jono
woodwork with
is
this
sort
fucking
of
pile
back.
drive Elon Donald Trump.
She's
Hi, I heard my name.
a poster.
Hi. Yeah, I said with me as always is Jono, and you weren't there, and
Jono.
it felt weird.
It was weird. It was really weird because he literally was.
That's probably gonna be on my epitaph. It felt weird. Actually, well, maybe
It
my
felt
wife's
weird with a high five like made into the stone.
Yeah.
That should have been your senior quote. What was your senior quote?
2 high socks, 2 homecoming dates, 1 stud. I wore knee-high socks. I ran cross country, by the way.
Why? Why did you know that so quickly?
Really quickly. I mean, I know mine right away, but it's like really easy to remember. It's just,
What is it?
I can't believe I ate the whole thing. It's Homer Simpson's senior quote.
Yeah.
And they
You
actually
mean Max
they
Power.
put it in twice. They put it in the very beginning.
Wheel of Time?
It was in alphabetical order, and for some reason mine was first and also in alphabetical order.
That's
Huh.
Wait,
awesome.
what? That doesn't make sense.
Well, Tom
that
Tom
good?
peaked in high school, guys. I don't know if you know that. He was a legend. It's all downhill from here, though.
That was 7 years ago.
I'm peaking right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh,
Now.
No.
It just keeps going.
Just
Yeah.
never stops. It
There is
rocketed
a-
up. It rocketed up, and then just stayed at a plateau for the rest of your life.
Just click, click, click like a roller coaster, and it just hasn't stopped clicking. I don't know when we're gonna get down, but
So you never have the fun, though. You just sit there just like, all right.
yeah.
No,
Do you feel
every
like
time
increase
it
or-
clicks, Jonah, you're always expecting to fall, so it's always fun.
Well, and every click just means that
You're like, you
it's
can't
gonna
possibly keep going.
the fall is going to be incredible.
Tom, do you feel an increase or a decrease in power when you when you do a large shave like that?
Increase, decrease. I don't know. It's hard to say. Your face looks weird because you're not used to it,
Uh-huh.
and you get used to it.
That makes sense.
That's all I got. I don't know. It really gets on your. At some point, it just starts to super get on your nerves, and you cut it off, and it's just a
Like,
goddamn
it's
relief.
itchy too, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It does. Like, and when I miss like one hair, like right under.
Yeah, it's always there.
It's
Uh-huh.
right fucking here. Yeah. Yeah. It's really damn annoying.
You
Do you
also
choose
forget
it?
the whole thing looks pretty good, and you don't do anything for a minute, and then like you go to eat a sandwich, and you forget like you got to cut this part. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck, it's the.
I'll do my weekly kiss to Shanda, and she's like, no.
Shut up.
Or somebody's
I'm
like, or it's like, what's for lunch
Exactly.
today? It's like spaghetti, and I'm like, I'd rather kill myself.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Good.
Hi,
There's
White
Cam.
Man.
Oh, hey, babe.
Hi, Dovey.
Hey, Dovey.
Hello,
And also, hey,
everybody.
Wadaholic and Glenn, who also I
Hello, at everyone.
you're talking.
Missed you guys too.
Oh, Taffy, your hair looks so cute. I added a lot of
Thank
O's
you.
there with 8 O's.
You really did.
Yeah.
Took a
Thank
lot
you,
of liberties
Dovey.
there.
You always look so cute.
Her senior quote was Dovey, and he said Dovey. That is gloriously nerdy.
Awesome.
Wow. Did
I just
anybody
remember-
know what it was? That's
I
my
remember doing I can't believe it the whole thing, and then I looked through the yearbook, and like everybody's quote was so fucking serious. I'm like, all right, calm down.
Okay.
You're fucking 17.
Yeah.
I don't think I even did one. That was
And I
the
thought
thing.
that
Did you
about
ever-
a lot of people in college, and then Lindsay went back to school like
Back to school.
10 years ago, and I was there,
Yeah.
and I was seeing all the college kids, and I was like, man, these kids are really taking themselves incredibly seriously.
As they should.
I wasn't able to
It's-
stay cool.
It's interesting to be like 40 and see all these kids in college like, I'm gonna change the world, and I'm just gonna like, no, you're not.
But then
True
the only
story.
person
It's actually
that-
even more hilarious because the whole gang of us were going to do it, but the
Right.
only other person did it, and then they happened to be right below my photo. Oh,
just happened to be below
That's
your.
crazy.
Who are these fucking assholes like chickening out? Like what? I don't know. What
You know,
19th
I was
century-
so profoundly, and it wasn't like
How do you
I
chicken
don't
out
know
of
if it was
that?
laziness per se. It was a complete lack of care. But but I so much didn't care about even just going to get my senior photo that I never did it. And then in the yearbook, it's literally like a generic like stick man shape, and it just says my name underneath. And then
is that run of the family?
Why wouldn't they just leave the
this
picture?
whole thing?
Does that run of the family?
Because
Because that's that picture of Tom from Ireland.
yeah. I wish if I'd had that. I wish, John. I'd have been like, "Here's my submission, the perfect photo."
I need to look for that picture one day.
I mean, I've brought it up. I've put it on the show multiple times. You know,
No, you haven't.
Yeah,
Not recently.
not
it's
recently.
Tom's photo every time he calls me. I see it all the time.
All the time.
Tom calls you?
Lindsay's photo when she calls me is a picture of John Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
That's awesome.
She did a quiz once and she's like, I got John Ralphio. And I was like, that's done. And that was like 10 years ago. And then every
They're
time
the assholes that wouldn't let me join their D&D game and teach me because I was a girl.
Oh, fuck them.
What a bunch of idiots. You'd
Yeah,
think
it's
nerds
really
that play
stupid.
D&D and know Wheel of Time
Yeah.
quotes in the old tongue would be like,
A girl.
a girl wants to play
Hell yeah.
anywhere near me.
Unless they're
Don't
playing Dick and Dick.
What a
Yeah,
bunch of
that's the deal.
fucking idiots.
don't stereotype these nerds.
All right, so fine. Maybe they're really attractive nerds, okay?
Yeah,
They could be.
fair.
I've played D&D. I'm really attractive.
That's true.
That's true. You are wildly attractive.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm
Yeah.
obligated to
Yes.
say that because we're brothers. I mean, it's
Jono
true.
and I
also,
agree.
but
But I mean, if I'm not, you're
We're not
fucked.
blood related.
there's the obligation, though. It's true,
not
but there's an
related.
obligation. You've still never played D&D. What? Come play tWoTcast with us.
Yeah.
We're gonna start
It's gonna be a
tWoTcast
TWoT
soon.
quest.
You're the first guest.
You're
Lock
you're
that
the
in.
first.
All right. We'll
But
let
don't
you know.
teach her. Don't teach her.
Sorry. We don't actually wait. Let's pause real quickly. We don't play D&D with women. Like, let's be very serious.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah,
Like, Taffy's not allowed to be on the show when we start
That's
playing
right.
tWoTcast.
No, I'm not.
that's right. We all know that actually Trolloc Talk is actually a woman. That's why we had to hide this individual
She can
as
play.
a Trolloc in the corner in all hood face.
She can play
Uh,
adjacent to our game. You know what I
You
mean?
guys can
I'll just
play
carry
at
all
like
the
the girl
luggage.
table. It's like the kid table at Thanksgiving. You can play at the girl table right next to us while we eat our big boy meal.
Okay.
But,
Which is
yeah,
cum.
you know.
Thanks for letting me participate at all.
I mean, it's not really
Not
participating
play.
with us, though.
right.
Would it
But
be
if-
very on brand if we have a D&D game where we're like fake in the universe of the Wheel of Time and like kind of parallel to the storyline, and then there was a second D&D show that was just the girls that weren't allowed to play with us, so parallel to our D&D game.
So that'd be called V&V.
Wait, that stands for dick and vagina and vagina.
yeah.
I had no
All
idea.
this time, I was wondering why.
It's all
I
I
tell
like
all my
my
friends I
D&D
play
stuff.
D&D with my buddies online. They're like, "Well, okay, gay."
Enjoy that.
Every time we
Yeah.
make a joke like this, and I'm like,
Bring
we should
back
lean
the
into this
Victorian
bit, it
table.
would be really funny. I'm always just like, there's going to be like other people on the internet that are like, this is gross. And that will make me laugh because I don't care. And then there will be people that are like, yeah, these guys know what they're doing. Fuck the girl. I'll be like, oh no. You know,
So
like when
we're
I would,
sexist,
you know,
but
when
we're
like
not.
we had the episodes that are not like big fans of the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're just like talking about it, and then like there will be comments where it's just like,
Oh, yeah.
they're right, and this is why it sucks. And it's I
And,
was like,
also,
"Man,
they made
this
Sun
is
Bowie black. And you're like,
crazy."
whoa,
Yeah.
dial it
I
down.
don't- yeah, like I don't really.
That's not what we're saying at all.
Right.
Oh,
It
it's
is-
some kind of
That's what
line.
I'm saying, and that's why. Yeah,
Maybe it was in the subtext the whole time. I didn't even realize it.
I did appreciate the fact that, like, I'm trying to like, how racist do I look? When I was like, well, I didn't like the fact that they made this guy not black, because technically I think that Rand. There was someone I was like, she's
Julie?
not dark enough. She's not
Oh.
dark enough.
Oh, right.
We're all gonna do this. Yeah.
Oh well, then you just look
Yeah.
like some sort of race trader, Jono.
Yeah, what is
what are
going
you
on?
doing?
What's going
But
on?
you
yeah.
probably did it.
You-
You probably did it geographically. I'm guessing. There
That's
was,
exactly
like,
right.
right.
That's exactly right.
Probably there was some sort of
thousands of years.
federal force of agents that we could call. For you.
Part of the reason I was late, besides finding cat vomit.
Oh,
was
the world's a
watching,
horrible place right now, everybody. Anyway, back to
well-
lighter things.
Yeah.
Let's have a distraction, guys. We're here to
Let's talk about
distract
fun stuff. Let's talk about
ourselves
fun
and
stuff.
yeah.
What are we even doing?
Wait, we're a distraction from the Epstein files?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You
That's
didn't know
not
that?
good.
It's where
Why
all
is
our
it
pack
good?
money
Playing
comes
right
from.
into their hands. Riding in a golf cart fatly. I don't know if I can get through the show. It's not even your subtitle, it's just your name.
Oh, I've you know, this is the first time I've ever altered it in
No, just leave it
three
exactly as
years.
it is.
How about I mean, why don't you read it?
Perfect.
You want me to read it? Can you pull the? Did you?
Have you
did
been doing
get
this
the-
with
can you
it
put
for
up?
3 years?
Well, no, not continually, but I've been on several times as a guest,
Where's
as
the
not
time
a
going?
special time-consuming guest, but just as a this week.
When are you gonna
only.
put this logo to just be all four?
I don't know. I got to do
Other than
something,
a
right?
random
I got to do
sub.
something.
I don't know.
So Joe and I,
because,
gotta
I went over
change.
to
you
went
have to
over to Joe's
decide if
house
you
after
really
soccer
want a
on
girl
Sunday.
and talk.
Change it to match the layout of the, you know.
Like
It's
it's just,
two by
you know
two?
what, Tom? I'll change it to be like one of the corner boxes of an old X-Men comic with all our hits. It's a perfect idea. Think
Joe,
about
did you read that? Did you read the comic script thing?
it. I did.
I only got. Well, there's a lot of it's a lot of work in progress, except for like the first 5.
Well,
Do you
we
want
can
to
talk about
discuss
it here?
what
You
this
can't hear
is?
about it here, though. We can't.
Yeah.
Is that your special project? Your special comic project that we've been telling you guys to do for a long
Yeah.
time?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do. Have
Let me
time.
know. Let me know if you need any assistance. I don't know how I could help you, but
We're gonna
I've
need
know,
got nothing
beta
to
readers
offer.
and gamma readers.
okay. Okay.
Like, I started it. And then I got real headstrong, and I was like, I'm just gonna slap it so much down. But like,
We're probably. I mean, Tom's got like a team of small children working in his basement right now,
It's gonna be 20
That's
fucking
good.
people
writing the
on
next,
each.
writing the next issue.
I don't know why, but I don't have a basement, and all I could think about was Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and I just like
There's no basement at Tom's house.
I had to start to talk.
Pee-wee
about
gets
it.
there and
I
just-
just sat here thinking about it. I was just gonna start laughing like crazy.
Oh, you cannot take Taffy from us. Got it. We'll never take
see,
We're not gonna
Yes.
take her from you. We're
Thank
going
you for
to-
having me.
We're
Thank
trying.
you for having me.
If anything, if it's not clear over the last year and a half, we've been slowly melding Taffy
We're trying to cement her
into
more
the fabric
strong.
of our show.
All right,
Never till you
guys,
again.
please don't do this when discussing a woman. Right? You instead
does
do
it?
this.
I did.
I thought.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
Here's
this
a
group
map.
is great, and also
thank you for
whenever
going
anybody
slow with that.
needs
Yeah, you gotta
time
take
off, like a night off, like there's still at least 3, which is
Yeah.
cool. 2 is not enough. You ever watch these
Have you
two
guys
idiots
have
do
you
it by
guys
themselves?
noticed
It's
that I've
fucking
been here
atrocious.
mostly every week, and that means I'm not even taking time off for when I have my big fat blood time.
Yeah, that's what we call it. That's what we.
I
call
love
it.
that movie, by the way.
Big Fat Blood.
Pierce Brosnan in My Big Fat Blood Time was amazing.
Having a big fat blood time in a golf cart fatly.
By the way, I've watched this shit out of the movie called My Big Fat Blood Time.
Oh goodness. Hey,
I,
did you, John? Did you put the show up in Discord?
Didn't Pixar make that movie? They should have called it that.
I did not, Joe. Did you?
Oh.
No, that's
Oh,
why.
that one?
That's why I was
Okay.
jokingly asking you that.
Taffy, did you remember to remind Joe to put the show up in Discord?
No, because you were doing it.
No,
Oh, did I?
we
Yeah,
all.
you started doing it, so I just let you do. I was too busy doing MySpace stuff. Lots to do on MySpace. Lots.
Lots to do. Lots
You guys
to
will
do.
never understand how hard it is to talk about books when you're blooding bigly. It's fantastic.
I'll tell you what,
These descriptions are just getting better and better.
Yeah.
next to having sex with him, which is rare, I love making fun of women. And even more fun, making fun of other people making fun of women. Because it's
Wait,
fun.
I thought Joe was a sexist. You would
Yeah,
never
it's
make
just-
fun of women.
I'd never make fun of women.
Jono, I
Women
love
make
that
fun
no
of
matter
me.
what time of year it is, I can always look at your shirt, and 50% of the time it's going to be a
The
Christmas,
Christmas shirt.
But it's not just Christmas. It's Halloween as well.
Yo, yeah, that's true.
And also, I would say that it's a New Year's movie as well.
No, isn't that Ghostbusters 2? Isn't Ghostbusters
Yeah, I think it's
2
2.
New Year's?
Ghostbusters 2
That's
is a New
correct.
Year's
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
When my wife
Well,
is
if you look on
what
the
did he
back,
say?
by the way,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
a Ghostbusters 2 movie.
Oh, when my wife is on the rag, she tries to sell me Progressive insurance.
Yeah.
There's lots of different mind things that happen during each week.
We don't have any new followers on MySpace.
Yeah, it really. Yeah, it's.
How
Do you think this-
surprising.
Do you think the site's been down for the last week?
I don't
or
know, Tom. Why don't
It
you
must
why,
be.
Have you gone to Down Detector to see what MySpace says?
why don't you
Ooh, good
catch
choice.
us up on what's going on MySpace?
Yeah, get started now if you want.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. All right. Nothing's
Hold on.
happening,
You
huh?
want me to post some show news?
Do you know what you can find out on MySpace? Nothing. And that's where your news space is for all real-time news.
There
It's
must be a,
MySpace.com/podcast and MySpace.com/sing with Taffy. You check it all out there. We'll have plenty of news for you to see.
So, in fairness,
So we-
the funniest thing that might have happened is Tom posting, "Do you want me to post some show news?" There's technically the same amount of Wheel of Time show news on our website as any other. There are no scoops because that thing's fucking dead. And that is simultaneously hilarious and sad.
yeah.
Also, this was always making me very happy. Down Detector does not show any downtime, by the way, for MySpace. The closest is My Subaru or Hootsuite. I don't know what
Okay.
Hootsuite is, but just so you know, no downage reported for MySpace.
There must be some other
Yeah, some other
really big thing that happened that would account for lack of traffic. You know what? I think we could check it after tonight because there's always a big influx of users.
right after
New
20.
users, yeah, and during. Don't bother trying to sign up during the show, guys.
Yeah, we'll flood the servers.
The mainframe.
So,
It won't be able to handle it.
can I tell you guys something that
you can.
I don't know if you'll like it or not, and I'm really bad at telling stories, anyways.
What are
So
you talking about?
I've been reading. I
That
finished
one about
because I
the
finished Fal-
semen? That was a great story.
About which one? I've lots of stories about semen.
I don't know.
Oh, the one when yes, but that was off the air, so I can't say it right now.
No, there was one on there.
No, I think it was like right before, and
It was during. It was while we joined. Joe got you.
I think it just barely made the. So well,
You made it
I'll
like the
I'll post a
credits.
story on MySpace if anybody wants to read it. They can read about it
I just
there.
posted on MySpace 3 times, which is 3 times more
Okay,
than
I'll
anybody
look
else in
that
the
up.
universe has posted.
But I've been reading.
Yes.
After Fall of Hyperion. First of all, I have a typo in one of the books because in the beginning of books it'll list other books in the series or in the cantos. That's called the Hyperion cantos. One of them, I think it's Fall of Endymion. I don't know how to say it. Endymion. I think it's Endymion. Yeah, Egwene.
Egwene, Fall of Egwene.
Yeah. It says it's Hyperion, Fall of Hyperion, Rise of Hyperion, and then Endymion, and then Fall of Endymion, or Rise of Endymion. But then there's no. I was looking online because I'm like, I got to go get this one because I don't have it. There's no Rise of Hyperion. It never happened. So it's like I don't know. It's like, and it's more than a typo, right? Because it's like
Is it like a
full
Patrick
typo.
Fussy situation where he's writing it still?
Well, no, that can't happen because Dan Simmons actually passed away a week and a half ago.
That's not true because Robert Jordan
How
passed
old
away.
is this copy?
He finished his book series.
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
you mean
Robert Jordan kept
wrote
writing.
it?
He died.
And that that's not even the
He
story.
did it all. I don't think Brandon really did all that much. Have you guys
That's
read
just the
those?
lead into my story.
Oh, I know what
That's
he
just
did.
the- So then,
Let the-
because I was going to start the next one, which is Endymion.
Mhm.
Endymion.
Yeah, but then I had somewhere to go, so I brought my Conan the Destroyer book, and I'm only like a quarter or third into it. But then at one point, I'm like, This is exactly like the movie Conan the Destroyer with Arnold Schwarzenegger. This story is the same fucking story. There's a few differences. Like, so she says she's a princess instead of a queen and all this stuff. But like, I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Are you reading all his lines like Arnold?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Like
Or is
Yeah.
Arnold reading
Austrian
all his
accent?
lines like Taffy?
I don't know. Do you guys read certain accents in your head when you're reading?
No,
I
It
mean,
has to
yeah.
say the accent.
Okay. The words say something, and I hear words in my head, but I don't know if I have actual accent.
think
So
it
I
all
went on this
sounds
thing.
like-
I looked. That book came
like
out in
me.
1984.
Mhm.
The movie also came out in 1984. And then I looked up on Wikipedia, and I was like, it's like novel. It said novelization, but all I said thought was novel, and I was like, holy shit! They based the movie off Robert Jordan's because he's wrote a bunch of Conan books.
Yeah.
And I had read like Chronicles of Conan and further, but these are smaller ones that you can just take in your bag with you, you know?
Yeah.
And then, so I called my husband at work, and I never call him at work ever. Like, I just leave that shit. I let him do his business. You know what I mean?
call him
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
You do? Okay. Well,
Never
I don't want to
puts
get in trouble and bug him. So I was like, I have something really important I have to talk to you about. So he looked through all the credits. I'm like, I think Robert Jordan wrote this story and they made a fucking movie out of it. So that would have gone along with like, I'm like, I have to go back and say, as much as I love David Lynch's Dune, Conan the Destroyer is my favorite movie that was an adaptation.
Well, I think it's the other way
Yeah.
around.
Adapted.
Yeah, so then he's like, looked through all the credits. And he's like, Robert Jordan's not in here. And then I read him the Wikipedia thing. He's like, oh, novelization is when someone writes the story afterward.
After the fact.
And I wanted to jump out a window. I wanted to like smash my head into a wall.
And don't say
I mean,
I
that.
was so disappointed. And also I thought it was so stupid. And I was so excited, but then it just fizzled
I think
out.
it's perfectly reasonable to have
Well, yeah, the
skipped past
studio,
that little bit of
This-
information and gotten excited.
the studio will have sent them the script or the movie or something and be like, make a novelization of this, and they'll have them do it. They start working on it before the movie comes out, so the book can hit when the movie hits. So
Mhm.
Okay.
you're writing that. He wrote the novelization, but he did it. He would have done it like they would have been like this is what happened
Concurrently.
in the movie.
Okay.
You don't try to make it match exactly necessarily, but
Interesting.
So that was a close one. It was really close.
So that's an interesting.
it could be your
First
favorite
off,
novel based on a movie. It doesn't have to be your favorite movie based on a novel.
Okay. Thanks, Tom.
That's a.
I'm trying to bring you back from the ledge.
Yeah, we don't want you jumping
Thank
out
you.
that ground floor window over there.
Yeah, the last thing we want is you to.
I just get some leaves in my hair.
Oh shit!
Just roll around in a bush.
You just hit the
Fucking
ground and
Holly
you
right
get up and you're like,
outside.
well, I'm gonna have to wash this shirt.
Emotionally, I feel much better though.
I was gonna wear this again on Thursday.
I was gonna make a
Always
joke
holds
of her hitting the ground with a hammer and falling endlessly through the waves, but all right,
Oh, come on.
we can go with ground floor window. That was way
Ugh.
better.
Is that our bit to sneak that in once every episode?
Oh yeah, I
Out of
tried
nowhere?
to.
Yeah.
I tried.
That's okay because I've forgotten all about how stupid I am about not knowing what a novelization is.
Yeah, and see, it made thinking of loyal.
Oh,
Did you
so
forget?
angry now.
Which
Did you
one?
forget
That stupid
Which one
show.
makes you want to kill yourself more? Huh? Which
It's
one?
sad that
You.
It's sad that in the universe of the show there will never be a novelization of Rand's story made by Loyal because he died in the waves.
Forgeticus.
Yeah, there's just no book. There's no book.
It's-
There's no story. It's over.
Yeah, no book, no story, so it never happened. Actually, no one even wrote down what the fuck Loyal did.
Daniel's
Out of the ways.
here.
Oh.
Oh, Daniel. He's supposed to be
back
on
to the
vacation,
beach.
having a
Go
good
back
time.
to the beach.
Yeah, go back.
Yeah, go right.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Go.
Oh,
Yes.
Oliver's.
Thanks, Oliver.
Harry Potter fanfiction is what Tom and I write about every night before we go. to
Oh.
Do you ever think about when you found out the ogre are from like another dimension and
bed. Another dimension.
which you know, I was wondering who was going to do that.
Your money would have
wish
been at me. Yeah.
I wish you'd never known that. Like, I wish I didn't know that.
I can't tell if that cheapens the. It's not cheapens. That's not the right thing. But like it does feel like. And maybe we need to understand what another dimension is, right? Because
Rand travels dimensions in book 2. It's not that weird.
The A elephants and the E elephants are from another dimension.
Other timelines.
Another dimension. Yeah,
we got you. But like,
Shut
my
up,
dumb shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Joe, just play that. Just play the video.
All right.
Yeah.
He has to know the embarkation to go to open a portal.
Take 5.
But
Embarkation.
the A elephants and the E elephants are from another dimension as well. Another dimension.
Mhm.
But like, it feels very like part of the infrastructure of the Wheel of Time, right? Like that's the whole point is they see it.
I didn't
The
need to know.
Ogier feels
I didn't need to know
separate.
the answer.
Yeah,
Necessarily.
it just gives
No,
us feeling
I'm
that
with
the
you.
Ogier
I don't love that knowledge either, but at the same time, I don't know. It doesn't feel like they're traveling through space to get to another planet. Like I just felt like they're living on, like the elephant and eelfin. Like you're just traveling through a doorway. You're still on that same planet. It's just different there. Theoretically, theoretically.
The A elephant and eelfin feel like they are part of the world, which is why they've seen it, right? Like they've seen, like you come here, I absorb your memories, and I can see your future a little bit. The idea from the Ogier is like, well, the Dark One's about to win, so let's just get the fuck out of here and go somewhere completely independent. Like that doesn't feel like
That's why
something.
they're traveling. I thought they were traveling because like they like the electric cars, but everybody else is like, we still like gas.
Well, if you remember, there's a whole thing about trains, my lord.
I do not remember.
The steam wagons.
Every time I hear anything, even a little bit about that other Dimension Ogier stuff, I'm just like, nah.
There you go, Taff. That's when I think of accents. I think of like the little steam wagon children.
Lord? Yeah.
And like the Mildred Butler, he has an accent.
Oh, that's true. That's
He
true.
does.
Yeah.
I don't think I can read a line of Bale Doman's dialogue without
Oh no,
reading it the
right.
way he would read it
Yeah.
in my brain.
Also, if you listen to,
But that's very heavily present in the dialogue, though. So it's easy to do, I guess, or in your head. Like if you
Joe,
try to read that straight, you're still gonna be like, "This do be the God damn it, Bale."
Yeah.
Do you
it's
remember the Mark
impossible.
Ralston, Tom Maryland, Joe?
Barely.
I've said
Barely.
I've said the story a few times that I was going to go on a way long trip to move some old bitch, and Joe gave me the Mark Ralston books on tape, which are the abridged version of Wheel.
I had
Eye of the World.
I think I had Eye of the World and Great
Cunt, yeah. And I put it in, like, I instantly loved the dude's voice, and it was good. And then all of a sudden, the fucking Tom Maryland was just this like Irishman out of nowhere, like. Just like, oh, where are you going? We asked. Like, just like,
That's awesome.
Those were the classy books on tape that had the double cassette stacked, vertically, like it opened up like
That's
a
so
VHS.
like in a
cool.
book. It opened up in a book.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Those are
that was
sweet.
definitely something that was just like took me right the fuck out of it briefly.
You're just like, yeah.
oh my god. I don't think anyone had an accent like to that degree until just Tom O'Maryland just really brightened it up in his own special way.
I've never
So-
even heard about that. That's awesome.
Well, I should. It's got to be in my car somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, always after his Lucky Charm,
Yeah.
his best throwing knives. It's a television commercial. I can keep going
That's
with
a television
Austin Powers references if you want.
Well,
Tom?
talking about random instances of the Wheel of Time, this is our episode covering. This is Tom's brainchild, and we all liked it and jumped on
Thank
it right
you,
away.
Tom.
It's
Tom.
what if Siuan died, and more specifically, what if the assassin's arrow had killed the Amyrlin Seat at the start of the Great Hunt, relatively early in the story. So there's that. I mean, which I like though, because then there's lots of ramifications to discuss.
Yeah.
What's the concept of this concept?
So first
Basically,
off, let's start off. It's Tom's idea, so I'm going to talk over it. The original name,
It
as
works.
Um,
Tom wanted to say but didn't, was tWoTif. Again, that was
Twatif.
Tom's joke. That is not me.
Yeah.
tWoTif is the greatest idea ever.
Yes.
besides twat 69.
I'll change this logo next time to say
Yeah.
twat.
Okay.
And then
I
someone
would say
dies. Just a subject.
tWoTcast.
Well, also-
What if is better? This is the only instance where
know.
what is better than twat.
Twat are they doing now is pretty good too.
What are they doing now?
Let's talk about what are they doing now?
Oh shit!
Oh,
I don't actually have anything, but I have been,
No.
I did reply. This is more of a what did they do a long time ago? I watched all of Peaky Blinders because I had never finished the show, so I finished that show recently, and there's a lot of Lanfear in that show. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Oh,
I did
yeah,
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a large. I mean, she's there a lot. I don't think
I
she's
don't
a
think I remember that.
prominent character, but
What's I prefer my women.
Not that I didn't never made the connection. I guess.
I have one for you, but you can do it next week, so you can look
Oh.
up the trailer and stuff.
yes,
Oh, trailers and
we'll have what are they doing now next week? I can't.
Because it's a movie that's coming out, I think, in a couple of weeks. Or
What will
few
they be
weeks.
doing?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, she
Why don't we just-
technically
let's-
already did it, I guess.
Let's pivot to Peaky Blinders podcast.
Okay. Hey, there's gonna be a movie on March 20th.
How many seasons?
Oh,
are
really?
6 seasons in a movie.
Is that really true?
Yeah, it's
How did that joke become like the end goal of every goddamn TV show?
I don't know, but it's happening. 6
That's
seasons
why
in a movie.
Sopranos had
Absolutely
6
incredible.
seasons in 2 pieces. Like the 6th season, they didn't want to turn into 6 and 7. They did 6A, 6B, and then the Many Saints of Newark to be the movie. Like that was the plan.
If Dan was here, he would make a 6-7 joke, and then you'd
Yeah.
get mad.
And then we
Because Dan's young.
That's true,
Yeah.
but it's part of his generation.
We
The
get
young
mad
kids.
because we didn't understand it.
I actually imagine Tom could switch his accent. I mean, I'm sure he could. I bet he
He
tells
could.
stories in
Yeah.
accent. I just don't imagine him having a thick accent in general before
I do imagine having
Like
a thick
Darby
cock.
O'Gill.
that accent was high chance. Like Darby O'Gill.
One of my young employees asked me if
I'm
I knew
just in the
what
back of
6'7"
it.
was, and I told them to go fuck themselves.
Tom, you're the best manager.
I'm pretty good.
Oh man.
Legitimate question, Taffy. Who
Yeah.
would be? This is the dumb question, so maybe it's not worth it. Can you imagine any of us managing? Well, I mean, we do, but like who is the worst option to be your manager? Joe, Tom, or me?
Worst option?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
not
You guys
great.
all have good managerial qualities.
Oh, yeah. What a shitty roll of the dice.
White
I don't know. You'd get
white men,
Donna, you'd
white milk
probably
toast
get.
men.
You'd be in
should
HR
manage a program.
going to training for sexualizing people. What is it called?
Harassing?
Sexual harassment.
You'd be in sexual harassment seminars all the time.
Jono
you-
would.
And clean
Right?
bill of health. Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can think of that would deter you from being a good manager. I mean, you would be a good manager, but as far as like that
So what
would
you're
be a
saying is, of
difficulty
the
with his
three of us,
job.
Jono would be the worst manager.
Well, he would be gone a lot because he would be going to sexual harassment seminars. So
Gone in 60 days.
who would cover
Yeah.
for him?
He'd be gone a lot. Who's covering for Jono when he's gone?
Who stars in the movie The Worst Manager? Is it Dane Cook?
It's there.
It's Ryan Reynolds
That
from
would-
that movie
that would
where
make
he's
sense.
It's Ryan Reynolds, but from 20 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Ryan Reynolds right after Two Guys, a Girl in the Pizza Place.
What's the one where he's jerking off people in the back room at that restaurant? Is that Ryan Reynolds?
Two Guys, a Girl in the Pizza Place. I just said it.
Waiting?
No, is that what that is? Yeah, waiting.
it's called
Thank you. Waiting. Yeah. Yeah. That, by the way, that's
you need
exactly
a
what
thick
Joe and I
accent
did
to get
last
through
year.
the thick stash.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I almost forgotten what his accent is. His original. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that.
That makes sense.
Ian Wilder.
That's
Lan
Land.
Van
Lan
Wilder.
Wilder?
It's like Van Wilder.
Oh,
Lan
fuck.
Wilder.
I'd watch
Okay.
Land Wilder. What a
You can
fascinating
barely, you
mashup.
can almost see the tiniest bit of making that an L instead of an I. My
I mean, that's
mistake.
what turns at the corner, which my penis does too.
Yeah, just slight crook to one side.
But so
Landwilder is about like the guy that refuses to give up his quest to avenge his country, and then he meets this girl, and also Taj is there, and then eventually,
Yeah, Tosh is there.
Yeah.
and also
Are
that
there
guy from
traps?
the Real World for some fucking reason. What was that guy's name? You remember that movie?
I barely remember that movie.
No.
God damn. Are there traps in Van
I remember back in the day they
Was
used to like,
Fivehead
try
in
to-
that movie? Oh no, that was a Tara Reid. Is that right?
Yeah.
Before she
I was
died
confusing
and
her
kept
with
living.
Fivehead from the Cape, who we affectionately call Mina Subari. Mina Subari, is that who that was?
Tim Matheson?
I do have to say,
Deep cut tWoTcast callbacks coming out.
I
right
really enjoy how often just random references to the Cape come up as if anybody else on the planet Earth knows anything
Fivehead
about.
from the Cape.
You're lucky. Also, it'd be 69, and I still wouldn't make it. Yeah, the Cape Rivers. Are there other shows like because the Cape was a fascinating piece, and maybe I should wait for Tom to come back. That's what his wife's going to say too. But like a fascinating piece of like, hey, look, it's us doing a superhero thing right before superhero things were super famous.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've always been like, well, it's weird. They were just right before the zeitgeist, and they got fucking nothing for it. It was with some pretty famous actors.
That's where
Rolo,
the 6 seasons in a movie comes from.
yeah.
It's from Abed saying the Cape is going to last for 6 seasons in a
That's
movie. Jeff Winger is like, that show's going to cancel in a year. And he's like, 6 seasons in a movie. And he runs off.
I'd forgotten that was the original piece. Also, they got 2 seasons, didn't they? Or 1.5 seasons in their web series.
There was 1 season. It got canceled and then they finished like the last 2 episodes.
Oh, it was just half a season in a web series. Oh, even worse. Because I remember it finished
Arrow was
online.
in Ben Wilder.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what we were actually going to start talking about, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes. What if the Amyrlin Seat had gotten an arrow? All right, I have a question to start us off because it's very like right in that moment. Does Rand even get out of that fucking courtyard? Like that's my question. Like, does he even get like what happens immediately after that happens?
There would have to be some kind of like something that would happen because he's Tavirian that would balance it out.
Yeah, so
Right?
you
He
can
would
kind
get
of
Are they like
things.
like JFK style? They like rush everybody out of the room, you know, like out of the way, and
He would definitely.
the
I think,
Amyrlin's
yeah,
just sitting there on the ground in the courtyard with like a circle of warders.
because
Who are, of course, on the grassy knoll.
it's like she's such a big player for the light that like
Yeah.
he would immediately have some kind of protective something happening with him. Probably.
So the question here is so everyone remembers what happens.
Yeah.
There's an assassin
scene.
But the point is, interestingly, the real recipient,
How was you setting the scene?
excuse me, the intended recipient of the arrow is, of course, Rand.
Yeah.
And Swan looks at him in the books and says, like, that was meant for you. And he was like, no. But instead, we're going to play the game. What if the wind had blown the other way, just like I'm going to do with Joe later? And trying to.
I don't know what's funny about that.
And
I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, fair enough. Understandable.
You're just reading that bumper sticker?
Yeah.
And Swan had died. First off, I don't appreciate violence towards women, even when it's funny. In this case, so she's dead. I think that it's kind of like everyone covers each other, everyone runs away, and they're briefly detained, and then they kind of just run out.
They lower the flag of the Amyrlin, and she holds her hand up with a little blood trickling down her. Right?
You think they would weekend at Bernie's her out of there?
100%.
Oh, that's the question.
Oh my god. I was about to say, imagine all the weekend at Bernie's you could do with the one power. And I'm like, obviously that's where this joke came from.
Oh, right.
That's why we bring it up all the time.
Yeah.
All right. So Tom, your theory, you go first. Or your What happened?
We just have discussion questions. Let's have first of
Well,
all,
so Tom, but when you were gone, the first thing I said was, "Do you think Rand even gets out of the courtyard?" Kind of thing. Like, are the
I
Aes
think-
Sedai attacking him immediately? Like, I mean, he's not the one that shot the arrow, but like,
Why would they attack
I
him?
don't think
No.
I think it plays out very similar to how it did in the book, except that she's
Okay.
dead. Now the question is, well, I mean, they have to leave right away, right? Like, no matter
Yeah,
what happens,
right.
or
They'd
what
have to-
chaos ensues,
they're on
like,
the run at that point.
If
Whoever's
anything,
making
it makes it more pressing, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
whoever's
all of a
making
sudden-
decisions is still going to have the party leave that's hunting for the horn. It's more important,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think.
Agreed.
Can you think of any other way that would happen or go down?
I maybe a brief 2-hour detainment where they kind of say, "Did you shoot?" Like, obviously, you didn't shoot.
And we're just
this,
reading
but-
about Ingtar pacing back and forth, being furious that their Fane is getting further and further.
I let him into the dog gate, which, by the way, they call his woman.
The
dog gate.
gate.
Yeah.
Uh,
By the way, quick question: has anyone called it that? Like, gonna fuck her through the dog gate?
I mean,
My phone
only
vibrated
what else do
immediately.
you call it? What else would it be?
Yes, I
The
do.
small
Yes, I do.
gate, the urethral gate.
Algamar commits Harry Carey out of shame. That's interesting.
Now that is legitimately possible. Like, Agamar was ready to
I wouldn't
fucking
doubt
kill
that
himself.
actually at all. That's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
considered
I don't
that
know.
when I was talking about. I was like, they wouldn't come back to it, but like, I guess you have to wonder what happened in Fal Dara
The
after.
fallout of that after.
Yeah.
Fallout Dara.
I don't know how quickly do like the rest. How many other Aes Sedai are there? 3. The rest of the Aes Sedai like lock down the fortress.
There's a whole dozen.
Right away. You got to
Is
stop.
there a dozen?
You don't want people to find out about it.
I believe there are.
Mm-hmm.
You have to let the hunting party out, but otherwise, you're done.
Uh-huh.
Who takes over? Because what we learn in later books, obviously, is that the person that takes over is the person that's strongest in the power, generally.
So, but that's true. Like, as far
Yeah.
but it should be. What's her name? Not Sheriam. God damn it. The Keeper of the Chronicles is there though, so she would still be kind of like an interim stopgap.
She's not the vice president.
Plus,
Leanne?
plus Leanne's very strong in the power.
Yeah.
Stronger
I don't
than
think
Moraine.
she's any
strongest.
Stronger than.
The closest
Meryn?
one to her would be probably Leandrin.
Is Moraine the strongest?
Yeah,
I think
but
Moraine's
Moraine's fucking-
easily the strongest in that group.
She's
after
equal
that
to
happened.
Siuan, so yes. But I don't think that she would be obeyed.
But she's not like
considering-
part of the party that came with Siuan, so maybe they would
Yeah.
defer to who would be in charge.
But
after that.
so the cover for this trip is that they're there because Moraine's in disgrace and to
Right.
chastise her, right?
Right, and the cover
Right.
the cover for this trip is drawn by Daryl K. Sweet.
So in theory, if Moraine's strongest in the power, if she wanted to take control, she could, even though it might take a little effort.
So Moraine was
No matter
also
what.
13-1 at this point.
Yeah, the
Or-
13th. Yeah,
No, like 13 in the power,
Power.
like the
power.
power.
Remember
She
the
went-
weird ass fucking
Yeah, I
power
don't. I've
grid?
Yes,
never
that-
understood that.
Swan
That's
and
so
Moraine
interesting.
made it 16 Aes Sedai there. That's way
Oh,
more than I
okay.
remember.
Yes.
That's way more than I remember.
Yeah. It's there's chicks with like just perfect vages everywhere.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
Who, does the strongest take over?
That's
part.
honestly what I would use.
So the
I
answer is
think they would. I think they would still leave quickly. I still think it would be all the stuff about the boats going fast and flooding out the farms. That's still
Yeah.
would bring everybody. Like materially, not a lot would change from this point on.
I think the
Other than
mission
the
takes
like,
precedent. Yeah.
is
It
is
depends
Varen
on if
able
they
to
were able to hide
slip
it.
away?
Finn said there's
Uh-huh.
5 of them at the same strength: Moraine, Siuan, Leanne, Elida, and
Elida's not there.
Sheriam.
Oh
Elida's
yeah.
not. Just in general, those are the same
Yeah.
five.
In general,
Sorry,
okay.
I misunderstood. Yeah, so Elida's not there. Sheriam's not there. So it's Leandrin, Leanne, and
I would assume that Moraine
Moraine.
isn't taking over this party of Aes Sedai only because her goal would be to get Rand
Right.
out of there before like
And
everyone
she's
starts
also-
to figure out why and who was shooting and who they were shooting at or whatever.
So
Can the
Leandrin
keeper
would be
take
an
over?
asshole about it, but Leanne definitely would step
I
up
don't
Yeah,
for
feel like-
that.
Leanne would
I
be
don't
my
feel like
guess.
people. I don't feel like people would accept her Leanne taking over.
Really? I mean, like
She's
you
not
said
taking
not the
over, she's
vice
already
president,
number
Tom,
2.
but like in a way, she kind of is.
She's not number 2. The keeper's not the vice president. Stop saying.
No, but she has the ability to speak for the Amyrlin. She's a blue Ajah. Most of the people are from, like, not most of them, but they have a huge amount of blues, aligned with yellow, green, that kind of thing.
She's more like the
already
chief
gonna have a
of staff
consortium
than the vice president.
with literally holding a staff. So that's her job.
Yeah.
But if the president dies and the vice president, the chief of staff's still not taking over anything.
Mhm.
But it would
You're
just
like
be like
close
in
to
this
that one
situation
person, and once
before
that
they get
person's
back.
gone, you have no power other than I guess.
It would
what's-
just
But
be
again,
like
she still
in
does.
Fal Dara, right?
She still has the power. I apologize, Taffy. I spoke over you.
No, please. Actually, I did. I was speaking over both of you.
How dare you? God damn it, bitch.
I don't give a
but-
fuck.
Right answer. But yes, she definitely has no power outside of this. But at the same time, we're going to hold it all together.
Maryland.
We're going to hold it all together. We're going to get
Hey,
back
Ryan.
home. We're going to go where the
Yeah.
fuck we need to be. She already has the same level of power as the other two. So that's, whether it's Leanne, I'm sorry, not Leanne, Moraine or Leandrin. She already speaks with a person who has been the coalition, who has kind of helped put all this shit together. Like, she's from the same Ajah. Like, that's the consortium is kind of already put together under her. She would be the first. Like, that would make sense. Although she'd probably do it in a way of like, hey, let's put together a quick party, maybe of 15, which is just everyone. But I could see her quickly kind of putting things together. Not that she really wants that power.
Would Moraine try?
No.
Again,
I think
don't
Moraine
so.
would like grab
not?
Rand. Moraine would grab Rand and get the fuck
She
out
doesn't
of
want
there.
shit to do with this.
I
She
She doesn't want shit
well-
to do with it when Swan's alive. She needs
Right.
an Amyrlin that's in charge that is going to take care of Rand. If she doesn't
No.
trust
You
anybody else to do
also-
it,
Well,
she's
Her
going
and
to do it.
Siuan are the only two that like know what's going
Yeah.
on. So maybe she would try to take charge to be like, let me guide these idiots. First of all, I need to get Egwene and Nynaeve to the tower so they
Would
can
she,
start
Uh-huh.
training.
would she send Lan with the party for the going after the horn at this point?
Maybe just so she knows where they are.
I don't think so.
And stay and try to take control of the
She already
tower.
knows where they are.
She would never be named Amyrlin though if they went back. She would only be in charge of this until they got
Oh
back.
no, yeah, she'd just be
Yeah.
in charge until
Yeah.
they get back.
I don't know what I'm thinking. That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, never mind. Who gets named Amyrlin eventually then?
Elida. It's very easy. It happens already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Elida
Rosalind
consolidated
became
power.
president in Battlestar Galactica, and she was secretary of education.
That's a good point, White Man.
But Elida consolidates power by whipping votes essentially against Swan, finding out some sort of conspiracy, which is not going to happen in this case.
Yeah.
Isn't
so
this
she's
part of
not-
the reason
And,
they're already
she,
going
and
up
she's
there?
been away from the tower and just working with the queen for God knows how long. So, like, why would anybody put her forward or agree with her being Amyrlin?
Right.
Why is Swan up there? Ostensibly, as was mentioned, to visit Fal Dara, but also to discipline Moraine. So, and Moraine and Swan have been friends for a long time. So, like, you could kind of, this shit happened. It's well known there is a tWoTcast.
You're almost acting like the wheel weaving to make the story push things back into place.
It's going to until some giant things that happen later, my cock. But I think that's really like, to my mind, like these things happened until we get a little further down the road. Like this
You're
would be
not-
one of those.
You're not really finding any hiccups in this scenario if Swan died until what? That there's nobody to push Egwene to become a Maryland of the split? Well, there is no split.
What
Well,
about
that's-
just
I disagree. I
Talk
think
about
that there
and
would
then
be a
what
split. I
about
think if-
healing Matt from the dagger? Swan does that. as
there
soon
you
as they
go.
get back
This
to
is when
the
things start
tower.
to crumble. Taffy, go.
Well, that's it.
So I think that's when things start to crumble. Is like this like, so, what's her name? Elida declares herself, and then quickly,
Well, before
I
that,
think the tower crumbles. Like they're like,
Yeah.
well, this is not the right call. Especially if like she's doing it she's capturing power to kind of say like, hey, where she was taking us was the wrong direction.
But she'd still be like normally nominated by the full hall and accepted by everybody. Like, I don't see how that would cause any kind of split.
I don't think she'd be nominated by the full hall. I think that they'd be saying like, hey, because she would run on the idea that what Siuan was doing was wrong. The fact that she was there for Moraine,
What was Siuan doing?
Because there are, like, it's known already that there are multiple tWoTcast, that something fucking happened. And by the time that they actually got there, Rand is well ahead and has created chaos in, what's it called? Carrion.
So Elida becomes Amyrlin and then goes through all of Siuan's laundry and finds out she's been, I don't know. I don't know if it would cause a split.
That one box on her desk just erupts in flame, though. Just to get those.
I don't know. Does Varen bring the girls and Matt back to the tower if Elida's?
Well, you shouldn't need to bring Matt back yet.
Well, they need to find the horn. Are they still allowing Matt to go find the horn?
Varen could definitely fill that in for, like, setting them after the Black Aja, and because that part is important as well.
Why don't they send any other? Because Varen doesn't go with them. She sneakily leaves and meets up with them.
Yeah, she leaves in the middle of.
Do you feel like the hunt for the horn would be co-opted by a smaller group of Aes Sedai from that initial group? Because whoever's in charge would be we can't have them hunting the horn of fucking Valir without one of us or three of us or however many with them. Do you think that changes that?
I don't think the hunt for the horn or Varen slipping away and Moraine slipping away while they're traveling back to the tower, I don't think that's materially affected necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
If Moraine doesn't feel like she needs to go back to the tower to protect Rand, then she's not going to. Varen's going to do the same thing she did no matter what.
Okay,
do you think Matt dies? Do you think Matt is going to get healed?
No, because again, they're still using him to hone in on the horn, right?
Okay.
So, but she's talking about in book 3.
So,
we're further down the line, right? So we're going to assume that the hunt goes normally, and they go all the way to book 3.
I guess. All right. So I guess the question. So are we trying to?
It's your idea.
Make it so that things eventually snap back into place.
No, I'm not.
Are we just going wildly off?
Well, the wheel definitely would.
I'm just trying to kind of get a basis of what initially would happen, so I can kind of wrap my head around what might change after that.
I think whoever ends up in charge of the White Tower would understand, at least to a degree, what Matt is and heal him, but maybe not for the same reasons that Siuan did. You know what I mean? Maybe
they'd have to come out and say he's tWoTcast.
Yeah, heal him and keep him, heal him and use him, whatever they're gonna do. Mm-hmm. His story would change drastically.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be healed. Here's some food. See you later.
He wouldn't be getting
but
out
that's
of the tower.
The intention. They knew. Everyone knew he was tWoTcast. Everyone he here's some food. Here you go. But everyone knew that this would draw him back. Everything was supposed to draw him back. He was supposed to have. Everyone knew his face at the gates. That kind of thing.
Yeah, but I don't think it would have been that soft of a touch if it was somebody else.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that plan would have been very different.
The subtlety of which they were handling that would not be in place. If Siuan
let's say regardless of how it was handled, would his luck still have got him out of town?
100%. I think that not because the wheel's gonna wheel or wheel. I just think that
maybe he would have
ended.
Wait a second. If Siuan dies and Elida's the Amyrlin and they bring Matt back and they heal him and they put him in the dungeon. Also, Min shows up. Siuan's not Amyrlin anymore. They put her in the dungeon.
Yeah, we're talking about show territory.
Yeah,
I've been wrong this whole time.
Rafe Judkins is the smartest man I've ever heard of.
Don't get me wrong, Tom. The millisecond we started talking about what if and going down the scenario of well, if this was different, what would that mean? I was just like the show did. Shit.
Since we're on it, let's get to Min. I think she would have turned around and walked. Right
the fuck out. Yeah. Right the fuck out.
Right.
Also, Tom, I know you never watched the end of the show, but Siuan dies.
You know what? That's tWoTcast this week.
It does it makes it so much better that Tom didn't know that and then was like, what about this? What if the Siuan
early
on, way earlier than supposed to.
Wait, she dies.
She dies in the end
Like
of 3.
at that moment.
No, at the end of
No,
3.
not at that moment. But the worst part is like Joe said it, and I was like, "Wait, what?" I have blanked that show out so much. Like that was like a fever dream I watched.
I only thought of
I
it
watched it sober and then drunk.
thinking about
and
Siuan
then-
specifically. It dawned on me how similar.
I guess
So,
while
do you
we're
remember
talking
that
about
one
this
part?
too, if anybody in the chat has ideas for more of these, like just do more.
Yeah,
We-
you got
we- like,
some there, Joe?
There's a billion, but I want to see if anybody has some good ones.
Oh, so like generalized what if scenarios, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also
Like this-
enjoying their comments of what we're currently talking about though.
Oh, it's
So-
hard to find. It's hard to find something like this that's
Hey,
like
Tom, hold on,
kind of out
hold
of the
on.
way that
Jono.
could affect a lot of things.
Extremely important point. Great Hunt came out in
It is.
1990. So if
Sorry.
Swan dies in 1990, that means she doesn't have sex with Ace Ventura in Ace Ventura 2. So that's going to have some ramifications of really like what happens with the guano industry in
Yeah,
Central Africa.
absolutely.
Yeah, there's that. Also,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Ace Ventura ever. He probably goes back up to the top of the stairs to try the slinky one more time.
Yeah, there's a good chance, right? I mean, why
That's a
not?
good point.
He's celibate still. So
Yeah.
he goes right back to that.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done here.
This is
Yeah.
like a
Johnny-
multi.
So Johnny, go ahead. Sorry.
No.
No.
Just-
I want to know. You look like you had a legitimate point. That will
No, you just so you think it has little effect on a lot of things and even causes still a split in the tower, but so then after the split, Swan's not there to push everybody in the direction she wants them to go. So how does a queen become a Maryland then?
That's where
Because-
things. I think that like again, clearly this is not real, but I'm gonna like. I think that like the pattern tries to kind of stabilize these type of ideas, right? For our what if scenarios,
Yeah.
right? And by the way, there is a billion what if scenarios. They're called other tellings of the wheel, and therefore here we go to a parallel universe. I think if this happens, it tries to keep shit together, and it all makes sense. Oh, Tom's hand.
Yeah. Oh, we should have.
Jono, shut the fuck up, Tom.
We should. I guess we should have talked about this beforehand, but maybe this is the way we should do it. Is like talk it through, and so it's not so crazy. Like how the pattern would fix things.
And
So
then
then
where it
also-
breaks down.
also-
Whatever
what
scenario
happened
we
with
pick,
Lovain?
as long as Rand hasn't died in it,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
it should still eventually get us to the end of the book somehow.
Yeah, sure.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
I was always
Yeah.
presupposing that, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't.
I was only in the sense of you brought up the idea of Tom of like our last question, quote unquote, should always be, do they win the last battle? Because of all the
Yeah.
changes we've thought of and talked about throughout the episode. And if every single one ends with, do they win the last battle? Assuming Rand doesn't die. It's always in the presupposition that we're going to get to that end of the books, you know?
Yeah.
like
So
somehow,
maybe
some way, you know, so like,
I guess if the answer is no, like why not? So maybe the why not in this is because the queen doesn't become a Maryland. I don't. It's hard to picture how
Yeah.
that would happen
I
without.
can see.
Swan.
I can still see. Like to me, like I see like this kind of like almost like trying to hold things together, but everything is getting like the pottery scene in Ghost,
Community.
where it's
Ghost.
I was going to say community, but
where it's just getting like it's just crazier and crazier at the end and just starts flopping everywhere. Like that's kind of like you're trying to hold it together. Like you're trying to do that. Yeah, maybe Min never
men
learns to
never
seduce
learns
man.
how to seduce
That's
Rand.
a really good point.
Like that's
He never gets
that's
a-
one of the things I was
he never
actually
gets
driving
blow
for.
off
Is,
his loads and just gets madder and madder and madder. All the time.
Just sexually frustrated.
yeah.
Makes
And
Dragon
so
not
what
explode
happens in
again.
book what happens in book 12
Tarvalon's
happens in books 9.
Buried
right?
in
Like,
lava.
When Rand's all angry in book 12 and like just or I guess emotionless, that happens in
Mhm.
book 9. Like he's just killing shit left and right. Like he doesn't give a fuck. But I do think that it's a very interesting idea of like how does the pattern try to hold it together and how are the pieces all of a sudden missing? That like there's no infrastructure for this shit to happen. I think it's like that's why like when Tom texted, I was like, this is provocative. Yes.
Oh yeah.
And not for like weird fanfic, like let's play what happens if I jerk off and another character that I'm gonna cast as my boyfriend plays it. Like this is what happens if like this is the underpinnings of the story that really kind of like drive things through. And I don't have my boyfriend play it. Also, my
Uh-huh.
boyfriend is played by Tom.
So the biggest missing piece maybe from the story is again, how does Egwene become Maryland? And also, how does Gareth Bryan get involved? Because she needs like the loyal general in the army, right?
Yeah, and what's funny is
Elaine?
like it
Elaine
I
runs
was
out
gonna
of
fit
say
in
maybe
there.
from Elaine, maybe like Gareth. I mean, you're assuming that I'm assuming that the Forsaken are all doing the same shit basically that they're doing.
Most things play out the same.
How quickly does like Masana or like Alvirian become in charge of the tower? That like we're already jumping to Elida being like, oh well, maybe she's the one who like takes over when they get back.
Well, that was my idea.
But
Like,
in the
you don't have
absence
to
of
agree with
Siuan,
that.
like maybe it's Masana and like Alvirian who like become in charge of the White Tower.
Yeah.
Very quickly
Yeah.
versus
Right.
like
Yeah,
you know.
I could just concede to the point, but I still don't think Elida would become.
But remember, like
I don't either. I don't see Elida becoming a
She
Maryland.
hasn't been in
Siuan
the
isn't
tower
there
in
to
years
fight.
and years, and then she came back with the 2 spoiled brats, and then Swan's dead, and she's like, I should be in Maryland. Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, that's
But
great.
Elida-
Yeah, you've been in
Remember what
Andor for
happens-
20 years. Get out of here.
Tell her to
Yeah.
fuck herself.
Yeah.
But remember what happens in New Spring? Like Elida was expected to be the Amyrlin.
Right, but she's been like in quote unquote mild exile in
matter.
Andor for
But
like
that's
ever.
not mild exile, being in the second most powerful country next to the second most powerful person.
It is in
And-
terms of power and wielding it in the one tower. She returns
they all-
and gains power and then ousts Siuan.
And the only reason
There's a
they're
lot of
willing
work
to
to be
make
done there.
They're
Red
there.
in Maryland is because of like all the stuff they uncover about Swan beforehand and all their back channel dealings. There's no time for back channel dealings or to find.
But who are the
Right.
back channel dealings done by?
That's why I
But
was
they-
like
but
maybe
they don't have the
Masana
time.
and
But they don't have the time for it. Like
Why not?
Then also
That's why I
part of
think
the
if
reason why
Elida becomes-
Elida,
go ahead.
I don't think it's
well, part of the
Elida. I
reason
just
she
really
even
don't see
wanted
it
to-
happen.
the only reason one of the major driving forces for Elida to even become a Merlin was just to get revenge basically on Swan, right?
yeah.
Because
But who is
how
the
they
second person to support her? Alvirian.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Right.
Does
It would
maybe
make
Masana
way
and Alvirian's
to me
plan
that
wouldn't
Alvirin
shift all that
becomes-
much, and they'd still prop up Elida to get a puppet Amyrlin, essentially. You know, like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
How would they gather support for her? It would make more sense if Alvin.
yeah, like a puppet, like a Ryan or like a Ryan or a Dan.
Ryan
But
or Dan,
how-
yeah.
did they get support for her? It's hard to see it.
I don't know. Well, again, maybe using the same things Jono was saying about her being, even though she's been gone, it was only because Swan was there, and you know she's
Right.
very powerful. And blah, blah, blah. They do still dumbly respect power as like somehow a right to lead.
Might be one of the weakest things of like the Jordan planning. Like is like
That's
Well, they're like,
that's
"How?"
all. That's all BS seeded by.
No,
Isham.
Yeah,
it kind of
it's not-
makes
I mean, I don't
sense
think
as
it's
far
weak.
as
He
women
points
in
it out.
hierarchy, actually.
And he
I wonder
does
if
make it
Harriet must have
real-
consulted him with that.
you're very sexist. and I like
Well,
it.
I could see women going off of that to determine hierarchy.
That's why the
especially
shot
women-
putter is in charge. Strongest woman out there.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. There's a.
But then what would cause the tower to split? What action would cause the tower to split?
Probably maybe it's a too facile
Rand's
kind of idea. It's
existence,
just-
I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. Rand's existence and Elida being in charge. The decrees she does in book 5 or 6 of like we acknowledge but you must submit.
Mhm.
Immediately this happening acknowledgement's too early and like hold on, we're not really there yet.
There's
that
a lot
could
of
do it.
comments, so let me get.
Yep,
let me
show us some
some
comments.
history. Well, first of all, Finn said Tom is such an asshole, and I love it.
Yeah.
Glenn gave us an idea for a future episode. What if Tam raised Rand and Ilian? Let's not discuss it, but we'll table it. I like the idea. I
Okay.
wrote it
Ooh, I
down.
do think
Thanks,
that's
Glenn.
interesting.
You wrote it down.
That's an
Okay.
interesting idea. What if Fane died in Shadar Logoth? I like that one too.
Hey, real
Oh,
quick,
wow.
if Tam raised Rand and Ilian, then Rand would join the hunt for the horn, and it would eventually lead him to the eye of the world. He would find the
Okay.
fortune. Oh, sorry.
That's
Tom, you're
good. That's good.
Hold on, let me write down. All right. Blah, 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 blah.
None of those said do or
Gareth Bryn will
anything.
waste away on his farm. What if Fane died in Shadar Logoth?
What if God was one of us?
I'm just trying to write them down because I know I'll
Well,
forget.
that's good.
Finn
Good.
said that one. Okay, all right.
Brian would still ride out when the army's crossing Camlin, right,
100%.
or his lands or
Yeah.
something. Like he would, somehow he'd go out there and they'd
Yeah,
he
I
would-
don't see.
great.
He was even if everything kind of continues to happen with like Robin and Morgase
Lord Gabriel.
and everything that was
Lord
going on
Gabriel.
there, and Gareth Bryn is ousted or whatever. I don't see him not. He was already bored on that farm when Siuan showed up. Like that was just a reason for him to leave. Like he was just
It
like
was a reason.
Yeah.
any reason at all. He'd be like, "Let's gather an army and go do something." That just gave him a very specific purpose to get there. But like,
not
he
to
would
be
definitely be
about-
riding towards the last battle at some point.
not to be mean about Swan, but does she have a purpose once Egwene's Amyrlin?
Yeah,
I think so. I think she
her
guides.
job is
Well,
to.
yeah, but
guide.
yeah, I mean, like as long as Egwene becomes Amyrlin, like
No, it's
Ultimately, yeah, I guess less.
so.
once we get to the end of the books, she's there, but she's done what
That's-
she was there to do.
That's one of the things that's like perhaps the most annoying is her death could not be less consequential.
Rat probably doesn't blow the horn. Rand doesn't figure out how to cleanse sight in. Perrin doesn't.
It's
need
consequential. Like we're reaching for a tower split, and a lot.
It's
I
not
think.
too.
No, not
far-fetched.
here. I'm talking about at the end of her storyline.
Yeah.
In
Oh yeah.
in the Sanderson like plots, her death could not be less exciting. Like and Gareth Briney too.
I mean, it was just a way for Rand to experience like loss as he's like pushing back and forth with the Dark One. I think. Hey, full spoiler.
It gives you some major.
Yeah.
character-
Ned steals his horses to try to get away from the tower, and he follows her and fights Rand for that sweet.
Sweet.
All right. Elida only came back. Elida only came back to the tower because Robin kicked her out of Andor. Oh, yeah.
Well, sure.
I assume that was
Wait, no,
still
she
after,
No, Elida came back to the tower with Elaine and
Yeah,
Gordon.
yeah. At the end of book 1, she
Yeah,
was coming
yeah, she
back
was there
because
right away.
of Elaine and Gawain.
Yeah, maybe her absence
Or even-
almost is what allowed Robin to like kind of enter.
was
the
maybe
ship.
her-
Either that or
Yeah.
she would have been mind fucked.
Yeah, that would have been her cover. Maybe she was going back because.
Oh. Glenn literally followed that up. Elena went to the
Yeah.
tower with Elaine and the boys, and then
Correct him. It even shows it in the book or in the TV show. Therefore, it must be true.
Or orders from her. Yeah. Okay. If the tower doesn't split because of Swan, then Logain never gets free. Interesting.
Yeah, I had asked about.
Yeah, you
Logain
did
as
mention
well.
Logain earlier, Taff.
So, I still think a split happens, whether or not
It wouldn't happen violently.
Uh-huh.
maybe
did.
not violently, but like the
So they're right.
Elida-
Logain wouldn't get out.
if. It's
All right.
true,
Well,
that's
hold on.
Swan.
Here's a scenario. Assuming Masana and Elvirian and the rest of the Black Aja in this giant void that is Swan's absence
Don't call
take
it
over
that.
the tower
Jesus.
faster than they would have. Like, assuming that happens, and there's like another Amyrlin put in place that is, if not Elida-esque in sense of like she's doing crazy shit and she's really a puppet for the Black Aja, wouldn't that cause maybe the Blue Aja and the rest of like the good Aes Sedai to like split the tower violently anyway? Like, even it might happen later or even sooner, or who knows? I mean, but like, I don't know.
So the
I feel
Black
like
Aja
that
would have
a
to.
split could still happen.
They would
It's
have to
just not
install a
Elida
new
versus
Maryland.
Swan.
They'd have to install New Maryland before the party even got back. And they got back, and they're just like, "There's already somebody new," and then like everybody's freaking out, and they all go crazy. But then the split would happen.
Okay.
In book 2. All right, I have to go. Talk
Oh,
about
but what if-
No, don't
Yeah.
go, Tom.
you guys talk about whether or not Nynaeve would be accepted, because Swan pushed that, and everybody
Oh,
was
right.
against it.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
All right, should we get fucked up? No, he's gone.
Can't do it.
No, you know what it means? It's
What's that?
Bukowski time.
Oh shit!
Bukowski time.
Oh, is it John Reed's Bukowski time?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many comments, guys.
Let's-
Hold on.
Let
before
the
we-
comments go.
Couple
Let's read the comments
comments, go for it.
first
Let's
because I got to
catch
make
up on
sure I
some
haven't read
comments,
this one.
If the Dovey said this is the entire premise of the Flickerverse YouTube channel. I've never seen that, so I don't know anything about it. So my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, Flickerverse.
Oh, sorry.
What if Luke Isom was able to talk to the Darkhounds? Oh, okay. Oh, that would be cool. I feel like they might. No, maybe not. What if the Novus isn't accepted to have some secret prom where they go to some empty ballroom and put up balloon arches and invite Padawan warders? It's a good one. What if a singing hat wasn't?
Why weren't you paying attention to the goddamn comments?
Oh my
We're having a
God.
discussion. Okay. Night. What if Tom stayed for an entire?
That's the biggest what if.
He's gone, Bukaki
He's
died.
gone.
All right,
Yes.
there's one more. Fane is super important in shaping the past of the three boys. He believes he's outside the pattern, but he definitely wasn't. Not sure anyone was used about that. That's an interesting note to add into your discussion of if Fane died.
Uh-huh.
Tower splits after Rand is captured and brought to the tower. A faction of Aes Sedai break Rand out, and it turns bloody. Oh, I love that idea. That's a great idea. The tower splits after Rand's capture.
Yeah, that's good, Glenn.
Yeah. I mean, again,
That's
I
really
don't see like a wholesome election happening of who the next
Right.
Amyrlin is. Whether Siuan is ousted later on in the books, like normally happens, or she dies early, I see it like it's going to be Black Aja run through a puppet or literally Alvirian or something like that, or Masana. And it's just going to end in the same kind of like Rand's captured and brought to the tower from the box or something, and it's just going to rip apart. Like I don't like.
Yeah.
I see this
Do
tower
Mice Wells
splitting no matter
somewhere
what.
else.
Yeah, like Dumais Wells is the tower, maybe.
Yeah, that's
You know,
hot.
like maybe that's when they all gather and go to the tower, and there's a huge battle. And it
Isn't that
rips
what
it.
childbirth is technically? Just kind of like just blowing that giant fucking like
Yeah.
pussy like just right up.
Yeah.
Probably have to get that extra stitch afterward to clean it all
Uh-huh.
up.
Elflida ran on Magosh. That's great again.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, John.
Oh God.
All right. All right. Excuse me.
Yeah, you gotta get ready.
Excuse me.
You gotta get ready. Yeah, yeah.
All right, there we go.
All right. This is page 246 of Women by Charles Bukowski. All right. This is a letter from Tanya. Henry, dear, I will skip a few. Yesterday, I went to this clothing store to buy a pair of pants for Rex. Rex gave me the money. He can never buy his own things. He just hates to. So I went to this men's clothing store and picked out a pair of pants. Two guys were in there, middle-aged. One of them was real sarcastic. While I was picking out the pants, they came up to me and he took my hand and put it on his cock. By the way, great clothing store. I told him, "Is that all you got?" Poor thing. I laughed and said something wise. I found these nice pair of pants for Rex, green with white stripes. Rex likes green. Anyhow, this guy says, "Come on back into one of the try-on booths." Well, you know, sarcastic guys always fascinate me. So I went in the booth with him. The other guy saw us go in. We started kissing and he unzipped. He got a hard on and put my hand on it. We kept kissing and he lifted my dress, lifted my panties in the mirror. He played with my ass. But his cock never really got hard, just half hard, just stayed half hard. I told him he wasn't shit. He walked out of the booth with his cocked out, zipped in front of the other guy. They were laughing. I came out and paid for the pants. He begged them, "Tell your husband you took his pants in the try-on booth. You're nothing but a fucking fag." I told him, "And your buddy's nothing but a fucking fag too." And they were. Almost every man is now. It's really difficult for a woman. I had a girlfriend who married a guy, and she came home one day and found him in bed with another man. No wonder the girls are trying to buy vibrators these days. It's rough shit. Well, write me.
Oh my God.
All right.
I had missed the F word, so I do apologize. But also, goddamn.
I mean, not
It's
your
okay.
words, John. Not your words.
Yeah.
By the way,
Thanks, Jono.
next
One
week,
of those is two dudes with Jono reading.
that's my other podcast.
Yeah.
Next week will be the return letter from our good friend Mr. Chinowski.
Oh, okay. Excited.
There's some fantastic stuff in here. I may not read
Thank
it.
you, Jono.
Yeah,
Thank
of course.
You.
It's not a sexual.
That's good. Yeah, man.
Yeah, where are we?
Goodness. Anyway, where were we? What did Tom say? Oh yeah, Nynaeve becoming accepted.
I wouldn't accept a woman.
Do the girls still go with Leandrin, who becomes a Amyrlin? Oh, who becomes a Amyrlin? This is Tom's ideas. Does Nynaeve still become accepted? I think the girls still go. Oh, does the girls still go with a Leandrin like at the end of book 2?
I don't see why not. Like their issue isn't a distrust of Siuan. I mean, it's a mild distrust of Siuan. It's a mild distrust of all Aes Sedai. So I still think they would go.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever is in charge is not going to assuage their concerns more than Siuan, whom they have seen.
Yeah, they're going for a very specific.
Matt.
Yeah, but who else is going to feed them that information?
Leandrin still.
Leandrin still,
Okay.
yeah. I don't think that's going to change.
And as long as Sheriam's not moved from Mistress of the Novices, like they still have the same, largely, again, without Siuan with the Nynaeve stuff, they still have the same time at the tower to start. Time of their lives. I like that lady.
This is the music you hear in the cantina scene of A New Hope. That's not
Yes.
that's not a lie. That's true.
Top Jizz band.
Big Grand Dan and modal nodes. Fucking Star Wars names.
Yeah.
You know what's a funny word? Jizz. Jizz is a funny word.
Good.
Yeah, I guess. But is Nynaeve still raised to accept it immediately like that? Was there enough of like she's so fucking powerful and we need to do this, or was that really all like I don't remember that being solely on Siuan's shoulders, you know?
So it's a great question, right? Because I think, if I remember correctly, Moraine kind of has references a couple times that, like, this chick's, you to the nth degree, but on the other hand, not, because she's nothing when she needs to be. Now, if you remember at the end of book 1, they're all channeling mass amounts because they're. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the TV show.
For one second, I was like, "What is he talking about?" And then
Yeah.
I was like, and then, no joke, that sprang into my brain. I was like, "Is he in the show?"
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know.
And for some reason, Egwene heals Nynaeve, which I thought.
God damn it!
How many? That's the what if game we should play. We'll be like, what if the show was good? And we'll go up through every.
That was my
plot.
first thought of like, what if that?
Maybe that's what we'll do eventually. Right now, we're just going to talk about the books.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think we did that when we were covering the show.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah, you're right. We did technically do that already.
And we get the cast back. We get Sharon Gilliam back.
Yeah.
We get Rex Jukins back.
No, he's busy. He's on vacation. He's on extended vacation.
He's on. What is it? Forrest Gump's mom. He's on vacation. 1994, Joe. It's only 32 years ago. Get your shit together.
Oh my god.
What do we got for our next plot point? You're looking at
whatever you guys want to
chat
Wow.
jokes.
You're looking at the finish talking about Nynaeve, I guess. I don't know if I think it happens quickly, whether they go immediately to be accepted like they did in the books originally, or if it's like, something that happens relatively fast still. Like she's a novice for a little while and then they're like,
Right.
yeah, you're done. You're done with this.
Yeah, because like her power people would be able to tell that she needed to be raised, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, again, as long as she's angry, and women always are, it's pretty obvious that she's pretty fucking.
Women always are around you, in parentheses.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
Yeah, no.
How could it be? You're a sweetheart.
I'm a sweetheart. I clearly care a lot about the future of women's health and mental, physical, and all that.
Thank you.
I support all of you guys getting abortions.
Thank
What if
you.
the white cloaks were more like Mormons?
I think that would be better. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm almost like that. But it'd probably be okay, I think.
Yeah, like I'm not here to judge a man's faith or a woman's.
I used to.
But,
I had friends that were. I
You'd
had
probably write a whole
several
lot of
friends
books.
that were Mormons when I was like in
If
junior
Jordan
high
Cal-
or something, and they had dances. Like we went to dances at their place all the time, and they
I
play
love that
like
movie.
all the like new wave stuff, like Depeche Mode and The Cure. Like it was all rad music, and they had food, and we would just dance and hang out. Like they did a lot of activities for youth. And they never once asked me to join or anything. Like I just got to go because my friends were.
Yeah, you
it was
had
like,
blonde hair at the time.
What? What? Explain yourself. I don't get it. Should we move
It
past
just feels.
it? Or you
They like
Tell-
blonde hair, blue-eyed people.
oh, okay.
That's
I
not.
ended up
Just in
Depeche
general.
Mode
That's
by
not.
accident.
It's not an
You
area.
did?
joke.
How-
It's just literally there's so many blonde-haired Mormons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
I didn't know
not
that.
me.
Yeah, I don't even
Wait,
know what you're
really?
talking about. Yeah.
That was something I didn't know. I always learn something
I didn't know
good on
that either, Jono.
SWATcast.com.
There's mass amounts of blonde-haired Mormons.
Okay. I believe
As
you.
long as they weren't more like Catholic priests.
Ugh.
That's from the friction.
Way
of the
too
bucket.
many of those little
Oh,
smoke
yeah.
boys running around.
It only takes 5 or 6 incense holders to completely obscure an entire valley of soldiers.
Yeah, yeah. But if the white cloaks were more like Catholic priests, there'd be like 100 of those. little
Yeah,
guys.
and then
No one sees.
They'd blot
no
out
one
the
sees
sun.
nothing.
smoke would
They'd
not.
blot out
yeah.
the sun with all those smoke boys.
Again, another TV show reference that I had just, I guess, smoked out of my mind until,
Yeah.
like, it was like crammed down my throat. I'm like, oh, that happened in the TV show. Oh, that was the point. I'm an idiot. Am I the idiot? No, it'd be the guy who wrote that.
I call them little smokies. Sometimes I like to wrap them up in a little bit of a crescent roll.
Yeah.
Take a bite.
Put a little bit of mustard down the side. Little smoky. They're so cute.
They are
Delicious.
so cute.
It's really random that you brought up Depeche Mode. I just watched Tron Ares.
Oh, should I watch it? Is it
It's
it
a
good enough?
Perfectly
Okay.
fine, serviceable Tron movie. It was fine.
Okay. Okay.
I liked it. I don't think it's as good as Legacy, but I liked it.
No.
But like Jared Leto's character in the movie, like the program that is Jared Leto.
Progress.
It was a really good job of Jared Leto pretending to be human, like he does all the time. So it was like a
Okay.
perfect role for
Okay.
him. Perfect role for him. But he talks about how he likes Depeche Mode.
Oh,
with
really?
Kevin Flynn, yeah.
Okay. I mean, who doesn't like Depeche Mode?
I've not seen anything from Tron. Tron since the first movie came out, which I saw once.
Oh.
And that's fair. Glenn, you haven't watched a lot of movies when we talk.
Hold on. Glenn just watched that this morning, so give him time.
Oh, he needs to.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
He said since the first movie came out this
on
morning
his TV.
on his TV. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Glenn, when you were watching it, was it so awesome that you froze like this, like Jeff Bridges when he gets zapped into the game?
He sat back in his chair and went and got shot into the.
So I've never seen a Tron movie either.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
He does this pose where he like falls back and his arms.
He's
and
falling
his
backwards
legs-
in his chair and his
legs are
arms
up.
are up, but then it freezes and he gets sucked like it.
Yeah,
you know,
freeze frame,
off the
freeze
back
frame.
of his hand. He gets pulled in.
Yeah.
Pulled into the grid. Jono.
The grid.
Sorry to
That's
hear
what they
that.
called it. That's what
I
they called it.
listened to the Daft Punk soundtrack when I was reading A Memory of Light.
Did you really?
I did. Like the grid is for when like
Did you have
for
Kevin
like
Flynn's
land.
voice going like the grid?
Yeah.
You know that one song?
I was blasting it. I was sitting outside a lot, just blasting the soundtrack.
Oh my
It was
god!
perfect for
This is
reading A Memory of
intense.
Light. So good.
What an interesting soundtrack to go along with the memory of light.
It was awesome, actually. It was pretty cool.
God
What
damn.
soundtrack
Do
would you
do
listen
that? Do you
to?
guys ever listen to music when you read? It actually helps me read more.
Yeah,
through,
mostly
like-
because it blocks out background.
Yeah.
I find myself distracted when I listen to things.
Oh.
Unless
Yeah, I was
too
gonna say it has
quiet,
to
I
be
can't
like it
concentrate.
has to be, mostly word. Like a soundtrack works because there's not a lot of words. You know what I mean? Like, if it's
Okay,
like
yeah.
it's like a song I'm singing along to or something, that's gonna distract me from reading. But if it's classical music or something like that, or orchestral,
Yeah. I get that, and maybe I'm don't really have the most refined musical taste anyway, so maybe that's part of the
Depeche
problem.
Mode is a kick-ass band. That's not. We're not making fun of Depeche Mode.
Right.
Just making fun of Jared Leto. Sorry.
No problem. I will say this though. You know what the weirdest part of all this is?
Yes.
What?
A Memory of Light came out 13 years ago.
That's a good number. We should do 13 episodes of What If listening to Daft Punk.
13 Days 007 on TBS.
Yeah, 13 Days of What If. Yeah.
I just think that it feels like both very recent and so fucking long ago. Like, oh, it's both been on forever. Also, this dumbass podcast has been on for longer.
Hey, and I met you guys. And I met you guys 13 years ago. I love you.
Cheers. Love you.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Sally Sugar.
Sally Sugar, Taffy Bennington, Secret Star, Pop Star. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Yingling traditional lager. Yingling traditional lager. Yingling traditional lager.
Stop advertising.
You can. I like it.
So we get that sweet, sweet Yingling money.
Oh, hold on.
That's better.
That's a
Bar
beautiful
Master
color.
27. Bar Master 2017.
Bar
Bar
Master.
That was one of the cooler things we ever did, Jono.
Yeah, that was fun.
Let's because this is the big end questionnaire or whatever that we could talk about basically all night long.
Where does Rand lose his virginity?
Do they still win the last battle if Siuan dies in this early?
Oh, I thought we had more pieces.
In which case would be? I mean, we can backtrack into other comments or like thought points.
Fair enough. Yeah, it should probably censor me.
Good.
Hold on, I'm looking at things.
Well, I think one of the most important things was Siuan was able to provide cover for Moiraine for a long time, so she could find
for a lot
him.
longer. Yeah.
But
So
did she need it?
to be able to be away from the tower for that long
Yeah,
to
but
get
she
away
need the
with
cover because, honestly,
Yeah, but
she
what
left,
if? So what's the ramifications of that? They call her back to the tower,
and what does she do?
and she just doesn't go. I guess it's like, and by the time I don't think they catch up. I see what you're saying, Taff, but I think I don't see them getting a hold of her in any realistic way until she eventually falls through the doorway with Lanfear anyway. So I don't you know what I mean? Because she's all the way in Palm and then chasing across Alien with Perrin and everybody to get to Tyr. And I don't. Yeah. By then they're and then they go straight from there to
from 3 to 4.
Well, I'm just saying, if Siuan died in Fal Dara, at that point Moiraine had already connected with Rand, and Siuan had been covering for her for 20 years or whatever to go on her quest. So
correct him.
Although she does do many other important things, we've talked about the pattern correcting itself, and I think around someone, especially like I was saying before, someone who's a big player for the light, there would be a correction that's made, and a balance would go to the other creators, players, or people working for the creator.
Interesting. So in essence, it rebalances other
troop.
What do you call them? People of
actor
light.
troops.
Right.
So in essence, her burden is eased by others.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct, Taffy? Is that what you're saying?
So basically, I think they could still win. They would still win if Siuan was gone.
I mean, the answer is presumably yes, but it's more fun to play the game of what happens if she's done and no one picks up her mantle, really.
Okay, so
maybe
Siuan was only important for Egwene in the later books, so Egwene will be a terrible Amyrlin.
Yeah.
Hey, good news. She fucking was.
Yeah, well,
I think she's the Amyrlin they needed at the time. I don't think
Yeah, a
she's.
despotic fucking bitch.
that part, there's
Also,
no
that's
way.
the
Like
piece
she
of the last
taught her
battle
so
is
much.
her being Amyrlin, though. How does that play out? I guess is the ultimate thing there.
I don't know. So again, I actually deeply admire most of Egwene, but sometimes she's a giant despotic bitch. So
That's true. That's true. I'm
over
glad.
here.
I'm glad Dovey's not here for that.
But like,
We're not talking favorably about Perrin though, so it's okay.
Okay. She does like
what would happen? Because it's really interesting, like that she's such a character with such agency, Swan. Really, until probably like book 7 or 8, and all of a sudden she becomes like a side piece very quickly.
Yeah.
Because she is definitely a main character.
Oh.
Very quickly, or not very quickly, but like very like main character, but like a important side character all the way, and then all of a sudden just muff dives into eternity like a deep pussy.
But
Like,
she
does
is
not find
so-
her way out.
Well, yeah. It's hard to
Eternity is
find
what
that out there.
Dovey calls her pussy.
That's true. That's true.
Just cutting her off in the past before she
Yeah,
puts
before
it in
she
the chat.
posts
You don't
it.
cut her
Yeah.
off at the past. That's circumcision.
What?
Yeah, Egwene. There's no way Egwene could have pulled that off without Swan.
Does she
No,
still,
not at all. And
Because
that's
Leanne, like, also Swan was kicking Leanne's ass to not be a crumpled mess too. So it's not like Leanne would have eventually come around.
Oh, Tom Smiles.
Hi, Tom.
Can I
Hi.
dive into your eternity, John?
Oh, there it goes, Jono.
Oh, Dovey said I was waiting for a good one. Sorry, Dove. I'll leave it for you next time. Yeah. Anyway, so does Egwene become a Amyrlin, or does she become a Amyrlin?
She could become a Maryland, but then would she do a good job? It would be a lot more
So,
difficult for her because
As long
Swan
as she
was
had the
manipulating from
Forsaken
so
to like
much-
massage her headaches into existence, I think she'll be good to go.
so. Let's go back then. Why is Egwene a Amyrlin? Right, to a certain extent, it's because Swan,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
drives them that way. But why does she drive them that way? Because
Well, so here's the thing, though. But she already kind of knew, like that was already sort of in her head already. Like she had been kind of, like even in like book 1, I feel like Moraine's like, you could be the Amyrlin Seat one day or something.
Yeah.
Like some
That's-
weird
like, throw
comment
that
is
away.
said, like
Like,
way early on.
there's an underhand reference and a prophecy, but what's the rationale for it, right? Like what's the rationale for it? Like Swan sets the table for her as a woman should, for her like being there.
Uh-huh.
But like what would make sense in this case? And if the answer is it fucking doesn't, well then, all right.
I think it just depends on how it all shakes out. Like it's kind of like whoever does become the Amyrlin next, and again, I am making an assumption or presuming that like it would be like a blockage kind of
just
scenario in
that.
that kind of like power vacuum, like then which would ultimately result in a split, I would assume. I think once there's a split of Aes Sedai, no matter when that occurs, eventually Egwene will be the Amyrlin that brings them back. You know,
So I get how that. So a cleaner way of doing it is they do their foot washing fetish. No one comes out clean. No one comes out clean. There's no like whispered plan until all of a sudden some fucking dark friend in this case, as opposed to Swan, says, well, the closest we can do is to unify with Rand to kind of pull ourselves together. The same idea in Swan
gets
is
popped up immediately as the Amyrlin, like as a puppet almost, and she is a young, ineffectual Amyrlin because of that, you know.
Yeah,
but it's
that doesn't
after
result in a
that
split
like
per se, but maybe that's like what the eventuality would be.
Yes, Taffy. Yes, Taffy.
Well,
be
yeah,
riding
I
in
mean,
a golf cart partly.
yes.
Partly.
It's after. I mean, it makes sense that they would still come to the conclusion that Egwene would need to be a Merlin so they could have a tie to Rand. But she was definitely manipulating everybody around her with Swan's help.
Yeah.
And so that at that part, would be
Do
definitely
you think
difficult to
that's
replicate.
like Siuan though, or do you think that's Siuan tipping Egwene in the right direction? Like I feel
Well,
like
yeah,
Egwene
but
would
if
already be headed in that. Like
there was
I
a
need to
lot
fucking
that she
take the
helped
reins
her
of
with,
power,
though.
or they're gonna ride me the whole time.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
but she didn't know the subtlety of manipulation at that.
Any of it. Yeah, any of it. Swan's it's very. I wish Swan had just died earlier. Now that I think about it, like because I think that she was like she
It's
was
a really
a fantastic-
overcomplicated thing. Keeping her alive just fuck things up.
No, but like she became. I thought she was an incredible character through the first 7-8 books, no problem.
Yeah.
Maybe even later. Yeah. Well, my burner account is fucking on fire.
Yeah.
Literally with his gonorrhea.
I didn't
We'll
even
take
see.
care
Are
of
you
that.
typing with your dick? I didn't even see you typing that out.
I have 2 penises. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like
You know how they do those split tongues, and you're just kind of like, well, that's interesting.
Yeah,
and also
bifurcation.
Yeah,
gross.
yeah.
we've
Yeah.
known your dick's bifurcated for years, Jono. That's not news.
News. Uh-oh.
Oh no, news.
Bifurcated my penis.
A little tower swole. You didn't type that very well with your dick.
Yeah.
That's just well enough. But
Did I get this one up there? Anyway, there's a theory that Elida was also affected by Fane,
yes.
made her more extreme. That is true.
Yeah, we've talked about
That's
that
less of a
before.
theory. I think that's just happened. That happens.
But I guess there's no proof of it, which is why it's a theory. Like, there's no proof that, like,
Oh, Dobie, I think it's penile. I think that's the pearl of penis. I don't know.
Joe
Maybe
really
not.
should have just used 2 fingers. That would have been more appropriate. But I mean, like, but I can't get the sound. I couldn't get the audio there.
No,
Yeah.
I like the
You know
big
what it
sad.
is?
I like the
Really,
the
but
image
really
of
about
an
the visual
elephant
and the
sitting at
slapping
table.
sound.
He's drumming on someone else's penis. That's why it's hollow. Big
Oh.
urethra. Just hollowed out middle ground.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Egwene still becomes Amyrlin then, but she might. Is Egwene being like a weaker Amyrlin later on in the last battle that important though?
Yes. Again, like it's I love that this ghost thing now keeps coming. Like the making of the pottery, like our foundation has changed, right? So we're going around in circles, all right? And like you're
Like as an
here-
ineffectual Amyrlin,
and
maybe
it's
she doesn't
just-
heal the White Tower, and that they're all
Yeah.
still split, and then like that happens at the end.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they don't have the basic like we split because ends up there was pretty much an insurrection at the top that was taking advantage of our emotions, which is what women have all the time, and then therefore the piece that kind of brings us together, that's not there. We don't have Siuan Sanche, who has been an expert in politics and understanding all this and history, because it's not just
I guess
politics.
it would be possible for Leanne to kind of find her way into that role a little bit because, I mean, she's never stilled at this point, so she wouldn't lose her backbone and have Swan to
far
have
as
to
we
like
know, yeah.
right.
That's-
So
so that's it.
Leanne
Wait,
could
if
still
she's
be
never stilled, then Nynaeve never learns how to heal stilling.
Nope, she
And
learned
doesn't
where's-
heal
she could
Rand?
still,
wrong.
she
She
could
learns
still
on
have
Logain.
Logain.
She learns on Logain.
Okay.
But like no, Taffy, like bravo, because
But
that's the
I know
point,
she
is,
learns
like,
on no game, but does that happen, or does it happen too late to help Rand, or does it?
So
Like,
that's
Yeah, I
another
don't know how
question there.
Like,
Logain
how-
would
how
even
much does
find
this
his way
unravel?
there. Like, how would he even find his way? Because they find him on
Unless-
the road after.
Unless Leanne is like really, and I always called her
Logain's just been in the White Tower the entire time, even after the split, and then assuming Egwene becomes Amyrlin at some point, then the tower is
Well, like
whether
when-
it's healed or not.
when
They're like
Glenn
in
was
charge of
talking
Logain,
about-
and then Nynaeve's back
yeah.
at the tower and
Well,
learns
they could have
that.
taken him, like, you know how Glenn was suggesting that they bring Rand to the tower and then there's a split there because they help him escape. And they could they wouldn't take Rand and leave
Yeah,
Logain there, so they could possibly take him at the same time. But Yeah.
My
don't know.
my guess would be that if we, again, the whole point is to kind of bring artificial constructs that make this make sense while at the same time, to my mind, like
Exploring
slowly
some
eroding
possibilities.
what happens.
Yeah.
If Elida is elected Amyrlin, she's going to kill Logain. She has no interest in like to
You think
her.
she cares though? Why would you kill him?
It's just disposable fucking Chandler. Plus, she's already been implicated, not in this timeline.
She'd make a
but
big
reality.
deal of it, with like a big show, and just be like, "I'm Amyrlin now. We don't need this guy hanging around. Let's chop his head off."
Yeah. In Tarvalon,
Min could help if she's there. Min could help him escape
Yeah, there we go.
because she
There we
knows
go.
he's important.
So that
That's
could
a legitimate
still happen.
plot opposed to what I was going to say. Either way,
Tom said, in my opinion, Egwene would have been the best Amyrlin. She learned from so many different practitioners and understood they needed to diversify their teaching. Okay. Does she have the opportunity to learn from all those people
so
in this scenario? It depends, I guess.
does her
Well,
esteemed
from the
dragon
wise
you're
one,
seeing things
learns from the
play out.
wise ones, I guess.
does
But that's
her
different
esteemed-
Well, if they
politics.
find the wise ones in this kind of scenario, those guys, they were hidden. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, she'll find the
Yeah.
wise ones. Like, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Because, like, no offense, like, we're talking about Egwene, yeah?
Because
Yeah.
Because that's just what her fucking destiny is. In this case, like, that's her destiny.
Density.
She is a dreamer.
Density.
Like, regardless of what the fuck else happens, she's a dreamer, and therefore she's mixing with.
Oh, that's a thing I had not even touched upon. Yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to, right? When a woman's asleep, you just let it happen.
Thank you. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jono.
You're welcome, Taffy. I
Always
care
looking
deeply.
out. Always looking out for Taff.
Joe is
Riding in
such
a golf cart, fat like me.
Mm.
I lost my train of
Oh.
thought. Yeah.
Finn said, "No way we could be talking in circles, talking about what ifs and Taffy." No, I don't think so.
It's what I love about this series. Besides almost everything, a little disappointed the author died. Kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
Is like you could. It is a snake biting its own fucking tail. Like you can talk about this shit forever because there are so many pieces. Like, this, that, like the theory crafting behind it is second to none in a very, very fascinating way. Like, I haven't read. I don't know what the fuck's behind me. Oh, that's disappointing. First thing I saw was the Sword of Shannara series. That like,
Okay.
I haven't read that in a while.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think you could put that sort of like, well, if Shay Omsford died, like, well, or like whatever the fuck, whatever his friend is, I don't remember his name, like Prince of Leia, Jesus. If that happened, what would
Princess Leia? That's a different.
Yeah, pretty much. It was very clever as naming. Like if the Prince of Leia died,
I'll call this character Lukey.
yeah.
Skywalker.
If Luke Skywalker
Yeah.
had died, like I just didn't make it. Like these things don't matter. But like
Mhm.
the Wheel of Time has so much like built in, like, well, I
Like
pieces
the
can
ability
still
for the pattern to self-correct is what you're saying, kind of thing.
yeah, it's
Right.
the ultimate. It's the ultimate like Deus Ex Machina, like from day one.
All right, so presuming that Egwene is a weaker Amyrlin because of what plays
Presumably.
out and when the split may or may not happen or what that entails or whatever that, like all of these factors, and you get to the
DuckTales.
last battle, either she's arriving at the last battle with like half of the Aes Sedai versus like most of the Aes Sedai or whatever you kind of want to say, like, is that affecting the outcome of the last battle?
Yes.
What, you think so? So they're gonna lose because she's ineffectual?
Ineffective. And yes.
I disagree. I feel like if anything, it's just going to be more devastating deaths and loss on the side of the light, and that they'll still win at the end. Like, in the grand
know if
scheme of
she
things of this
learns-
this specific scenario of Siuan dying and when she dies, and like presuming that everything kind of like plays out in a slightly different way, but kind of we all get there. But I don't see them losing per se. I just see them like
more deaths.
maybe way more Aes Sedai lose, maybe or die, maybe way more people die, maybe like ultimately I don't see it shifting.
I don't
the end
think
game.
she learns the I forget what's the name of the weave that's the opposite of the balefire. The something of light.
It's fire barrel, I think.
Yeah. I don't think she learns that because she doesn't have to go to the tower to conquer the same way. She doesn't have to learn about herself the same way. She doesn't have to fight like to be herself in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I find parts of her offensive, that is the thing. It's like she's the embodiment of the reversal of balefire and its effects. So like that's the thing she does, and that is hugely important, and kind of pushes back on what's going on. Destiny, Jono.
Destiny, Jono. Good job.
So that's my thought.
I said I can't fight most. They can only fight half. Okay, yeah,
That's true.
or less. I mean, fewer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad my dad.
Pat, do you think they're winning the last battle if Siuan dies from an arrow this early on in the series?
Did you
That's
ask?
like a Skyrim joke? Yeah.
What? I
Took
said
an arrow to
Taffy,
me.
if Siuan dies by an arrow this early in the series, do you think they're winning the last battle?
Oh, look, she's got Otto with her.
Mhm.
Her husband.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. My long name is blocking it. Can I fix that?
No, you can't because you're riding in a golf cart, Fatly.
just pick up the goddamn dog.
I am. She just hangs to the side like this. Do you see? You can't see, but she just.
I see. It looks
You can see
perfect.
it. Oh,
Who
there.
can fight depends on if it's RJ or Dobie's badge, right?
Anyway, Taffy, your perspective.
I think I keep the. Oh, yeah. It's a practical effects puppet.
It's a Mogwai, right?
Yeah.
Don't get it wet.
Right.
Or feed it after midnight.
It's my advice at home.
Finn said, all I know is my favorite what if comic was when the Hulk goes berserk, kills Iron Man, 3/4 of the Fantastic Four, and Giant Man before Thor has to snap his neck.
Jesus.
It's a great,
That's awesome.
it's a great issue. That being said, I mean, you waited way too long to say that after Tom left. So Tom would have jumped all over that.
All right. Well, we'll screenshot that and send it to him.
Yeah,
With middle fingers.
Let's screenshot it. I'm gonna send it to him right now.
Okay.
This is what you're missing, Tom.
Boop, boop.
Gook, gook. Ha!
Ha.
I meant Dobie. We know what you meant.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did. We
Don't
know.
let Jono see it. All right. Well, Dobie, did they win the last battle?
Wait, you didn't let Taffy finish.
All right,
Taffy was
Taffy,
still
did they win the
talking.
last
Well, I
battle?
think I already said
None of
something.
you
I already answered earlier, but I said
All right.
yes. I think so. I think
That's
the pattern will correct
Tom and
itself.
Dragonmount.com, did they win the last battle?
Joe, what's your dickhead
Glenn?
thing?
I
You've
think I
avoided
said-
this conversation.
I said yes. What are you talking about? I answered.
No,
Taffy
the
was
answer is
gone for a
no.
second.
They fucking lose.
I said they win, but it's just a lot more people fucking die. Like if
Wrong.
it queen's an
Wrong.
ineffectual Amyrlin, I think a lot more people fucking die.
First
That's
off,
really what it
all
comes
women
down
are
to.
ineffective. Look
You
at
know
that.
why? Because Matt's the general. he's gonna carry it through.
Uh-huh.
Whether there's 6 people left alive at the end or 100,000, he's gonna win that battle.
Or Maxim. Jono.
Or Max.
Can you do me a favor, Taffy?
Yeah, fuck off.
Can you? No, not at all.
Oh.
Can you send a picture of
Probably.
your puppy to my wife? She'd be so happy.
Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, That dumb bitch would be happy for the
Don't-
first time.
I've got some
in-
crazy
Don't
pictures
talk
of
about
this
that here.
dog.
Don't talk about that
Yeah.
here now.
Crazy pictures of this dog. She's
Yeah.
like,
Thank you. That's it.
yeah. Oh, of course I can do that.
Tom said,
Yeah.
my favorite what if is 100% Thomas Wayne Batman, and I want Jeffrey Dean Morgan to play him.
Oh,
But that presupposes that Ben Affleck is Batman,
And alive.
which I like. Oh, all right. Well, all right. So what did we learn tonight? Siuan dying doesn't matter. Doesn't matter all that much. Oh,
Disagree.
John, you disagree?
I think I find the idea of like, so Tom's hit this shit, and I can't remember. I think I was sober when I saw it, and I sent like 8 or 9 just like responses. And Joe's me like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, hold on. I was like, oh, fair enough.
Yeah, but then
I
you
put
don't write
no-
any of your ideas down, and when we're talking about it on the show, you know.
Yeah, that's
Maybe I
100%
should just
right.
let you talk, and then I'll read them back to you, and you'll be like, "I said that. Interesting.
yeah.
It's a really good idea.
It is a good idea."
Sober Jono, so much smarter than whatever the version is that's now. Low bar. But I don't know. To my mind, like, I love this experiment, even though it's absolute trash. And it's also delightfully hilarious to be 13 years after the last book came out. Like, theory crafting ended years ago. So let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
no, it's a wonderful idea. Also,
It's-
as we
it's-
pointed out, apparently there's an entire YouTube channel for this.
Yeah. But I don't know. You guys have covered 2,700 other topics, so I
That's
guess
true.
it makes sense that you'd have to
True.
get to this eventually.
Do we? Yes, we do.
White Man
But,
said Hurt Nine didn't matter so much. They did it on the show.
Eh,
Yeah, the way they did it on the show was not cool because it was to
funny.
prop up a white character to further her storyline.
Well, hold
the
on.
way
As
they
a
did
white
it.
character myself, I actually agree with you.
That
Um,
I was like, this is dangerous. Where is this going?
was one of the problems with that.
it's such a weird.
As a white
like-
character myself, I couldn't agree more.
Kill me off. I'm kidding. Kill Tom off. Tom's trying to do it.
Yeah, let's
already.
kill Tom off. I mean, if we're gonna kill anybody, the logo says it all. You know what I mean?
But like, I do find the idea of like what happened. As long as we approach it rationally, even though probably incorrectly, what happens if this character doesn't make it? Because I do think that like the pattern tries, and then says, "Uh-oh," and then all of a sudden like this timeline's done or this parallel universe is done. And then like, all right, well, we'll try this one. Like Swan being gone is really interesting as an idea. Like, what the fuck happens if that? Like, there's cleaner ways to kill her because she was not even like the actual point of the assassination. But even still, like, I don't know. It's a very fun experiment.
Yeah.
Plus, I love killing women.
Good God.
Not
All right,
personally.
well, that's tWoTcast for this week. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. We theoretically reply to those. tWoTcast theme song is brought to you by the one and only Taffy Bennington and Angel Bard of Time. Links to their stuff is always below. Watch all the things that they've made. It's always good.
They are creative artists. We are not. Well, actually, Joe is.
Well, that's
I am
disagree with
not.
that statement completely.
Not creative, nor an artist.
You're good with maps.
Good God. Join us next episode for more of this. I don't know what it'll be. We'll figure it out.
What if? Yeah,
Or what if? For
It's
at least
actually
a
gonna
few
be-
episodes, right? I don't know. We're gonna do it. You know.
We will be exploring Alanis Morissette's. No, that's not Alanis Morissette. But what if God
No,
was
it's
one
not.
of us? Every time.
What?
I guess we'll be doing whatever Tom says because Tom is the ideas guy.
Yeah, that's true.
So
We just
you'll
listen
find
to what
out.
Tom says.
What is the idea with that?
He's the idea, man.
Twat is the idea with that.
I'm Joe. Say goodnight, Jono.
Good night, Jono.
And Taffy.
Bye, you guys. Thank you for having me on the show, the program. It's a very good program.
Oh, real quick.
Keep the change, you filthy animals. What, real quick, Jono?
Come hang out with us, Jordan Con, next month.
Oh,
If you don't-
right,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's true. We should talk about that. We'll talk about it more. We'll talk about it more next week. Jordan
What's
Con's
up in the
happening.
morning? 2
Friday
months.
night, right? Friday night. Friday
don't know.
night, Jordan.
We don't know.
Just
Okay.
in general. We have a show Friday night, but we'll just be drunk at the fucking convention
Yeah,
the whole time.
they'll be all over the place. So hang out with these guys.
Come to Jordan Con. It's fun
Bitch.
time. It's fun time. Keep the energy of the animals.
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoTcast. We will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast code.